All right, people. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Come on in, people. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. All right, people, you already know what time it is. This is live, uncut, unedited. This is your boy Martin G, a.k.a. the Crime Chaser. Live, uncut, unedited. This is where we tell the truth and shame the devil. That's what we do, people. This is live, uncut, unedited. Appreciate you coming in. I want to give my Facebook family a great hand of applause for coming in. I tell you, people, this is real. This is real. This is real. Let me clear my let me clear that board off. All right, reload it. Reload that browser. Okay, had to get rid of all that old stuff off that. All right, here we go. We're back now. We're back. We're back, people. This is live, uncut, unedited, people. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. All right. Hey, Val, what's going on? I see you. I see you. I see you, Val. I see you. I see you. I see you. Let's go tonight. Let's go. Everybody ready tonight? Look at y'all. Y'all ain't right. Hey, brother. Hey, sister, I'm see you. I see you. I see you, Sister Keys. I see you. I see you loud, live, uncut, unedited, people. Listen, people. Listen, let me just say something, people. Listen, when I speak truth to power, people. I'm 54 years old. I know what these Negroes are made of when I tell you about them. When I tell you, you better listen, I'm going to tell you. Now, do I get it right all the time? But I tell you, I'm so close to perfect. Man, I tell you, let's get it. Let's get it on. All right. Somebody said, oh, my God, Nathan, what's going on? I'm fired up tonight, too. I'm fired up tonight, Nathan. I tell you, folks been dissing me and saying bad things about me, and I ain't been nothing but good to them. Been good to them. I tell you, the Bible said, touch not my anointing and do my prophet no harm. My goodness, I tell you, boy. I tell you, people, those of you, you better come on the right side of history, because history is unfolding before your eyes. You see it in the making, people. I tell you, Dr. King, Dr. King set the way for a lot of us. Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X. Man, I can go on and go on, but people, you are witnessing history right before our eyes. I tell you, people, y'all better wake up and get on the right side of history. I tell you, and quit playing. My goodness, Lord, have mercy. I see Reb on the line already. He calling early. Hey, I'm telling you, listen, people, I'm going to tell you, and I told y'all, I told y'all, Negroes, y'all keep on messing with me. I'm going to keep telling the truth and shame the devil. Listen, people, everybody's not out for the black race. You have some people, they're out for themselves and their organization. Hold on, Reb, I see you. That's what they're out for. And listen, turn your phone down. Turn your Facebook down, bro. Turn it down. And listen. And people, listen. Listen, people. I remember when I used to be in church, it was a saying that I might not be saying it right. A lot of people started out right, but they ended on the wayside, people. I tell you, this is one of the ugliest things that you can do. Me, myself, and I. That I call that the unholy trinity. Me, myself, and I, people. We have to be careful. That's why I try to bless people in private so God can bless me in public, people. We have to be careful. And like I tell people, I'm not on Brandon Johnson payroll. I've never discussed finance or money or none of that on the table. None of that. What did you see me doing? I'm doing because I want to do it. There's no strings attached for me. What I want Brandon Johnson to do is help the people on the South and West side. That's what I want him to do in these high crime areas. Give them hope. Give them hope. Help them out. My goal is his goal. I want to see one city. I don't want to see the tale of two cities, the haves and the have-nots. I understand everybody can't be rich. Everybody's not going to be poor. I understand that. But at least let a man eat. So if a man eat, you don't have to worry about him going downtown, robbing and carjacking and stealing, people. You don't have to worry about that. This is live, uncut, unedited, people. Make sure y'all share this on the page. Somebody said, I thought, listen, me and Jamal had broken ties, brother. When he snaked me with my video, he snaked me. We're no longer friends anymore. He didn't apologize. He didn't make it right. Simple as that. He didn't make it right, people. He went on Instagram and made a live about me. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy, people. It is crazy. But I'm not, listen, you see how things turn around today? You just got on my live and told me that you're not endorsing no candidate. Then you turn around a couple of 3 or 4 days later and endorse a racist. And you know he's a racist. Why would you do that, brother? You should have stayed out of it. Now you got pictures floating all around the internet. You eating chicken with Paul Vallis. Come on now, brother. Come on now. Come on now. All right, Reb, I'm going to let you talk, brother. Come on, brother. You've been patient. 6112. Come on. Give me a few minutes. I haven't even got warmed up yet, bro. Come on, Reb. Pastor. And hold on.
I ain't got warmed up yet.
Let me just say something. Listen. You, the main one, was around here saying F12. Defund the police. That's what you was saying. Now look at you. You, Jamal, you let down your followers, brother. You disappointed a lot of people. I knew where you was going. When you showed me, you took my video and attacked Tony Preckwinkle in the Brandon Johnson cap, I knew which direction you was headed to. I knew it. I knew what you was going. Tell you, listen, people, listen. One thing about me, I'm a straight up and brother down. And listen, and if I'm your friend, I'm obligated to tell you the truth. See, a real friend gonna tell you the truth. A fake friend is gonna get along to go along. They don't want to hurt your feelings. But that's what I'm about. You got to turn that noise down, bro. Yeah. A fake friend is gonna tell you that, listen, a fake friend ain't gonna tell you. I tell you. I'm my own, brother. I got my own brand. I'm the crime chaser. Live, uncut, unedited. Now listen, I won't get on here and say that I'm perfect, but I tell you one thing, I'm not mistreating or trading on the people. I'm race first. I've always told you guys that. I love being black. Black love, black unity, black power. To the last hour. I'm rolling with my people. And listen, you talking about what, Martin? You making this thing about, it has always have been about race. Black people didn't vote for Paul Vallis like that. The white people voted for him. That's why he got that straight, clear path, because of the white people voted him. So are they racist for voting for Paul Vallis, or I'm racist? Come on now, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Why do white people always got to tell me what I'm doing? Tell us as a race what we doing wrong. But listen, they've been voting based on race for years. And you're going to come around because you know he don't have the support of the black community. Y'all know that. Reb, you ain't ready yet, are you? Because I got another call if you ain't ready.
No, I ain't ready yet.
Okay, cool. All right, caller 4857. Come on, caller. Where you calling from? I need to know where you calling from.
I'm from Chicago.
All right. What's going on? What you got to say?
Peace, brother mine. How you doing?
Oh, that's Sister Erica. Hey, you doing? How you doing?
I'm good, brother mine. I just called to say that I'm really disappointed in J Mal. I really am, because I heard him say on your show that he's not supporting anyone, and for him to just jump out there and then he out here eating Harold's chicken and all this stuff with I mean, which one of them got hot sauce in their purse? I'm just saying. It's just ridiculous the way we carry on. Our people have allowed Paul Vallis to cause more division in the Black community.
Thank you.
It is ridiculous how they allowing this devil, because that's what he is. He a devil. Anytime somebody come among you and cause this much chaos, that's a devil. And I hope you listening, Paul Vallis. You are a devil. You using your money to divide our community, and we're not going to benefit from it. All of these people are in it for their self-interest, whether it's their law firms, whether it's, $5,000 in their pocket personally. It's just his business is all over Chicago. Everybody talking about how Paul Vallis is paying people off. So I'm just saying, I'm only repeating what's already out here. It's ridiculous how this devil just divide. We already divided enough. Now these are who, the people that's riding with him, I consider them to be intelligent. And I don't even understand why, they're being perfect examples for our children, right? Perfect examples of a sellout. But this the last generation of sellouts, so they gonna die off anyway. Their mindset is gonna die off, because like you say, I love being Black. I'm Black every day. I go to sleep Black. I wake up Black. I'm gonna die Black, And I mean, I'm not gonna sell my soul for $1. Come on, man. We gotta rise above all this madness at some point. I've never seen nothing like this. Chicago politics is dirty. It's always been that way. But I've never seen the Black community act like this. This is just like something different. You hear me?
This is totally different. I'm so disappointed at J Mal. I mean, I'm not even friends with him no more, because he snaked me. And I went public with it.
Yeah, I seen that.
I got snaked. It wasn't even 24 hours. He snaked me. He couldn't wait to get me. I turned my back long enough. He on Instagram dissing me and made another video about me dissing me and all that. Brother, you dead wrong. How could you justify what you done? Took my video. You didn't ask me for permission, and you was a snake with it. You put it on another platform that I rarely go on like that, be on like that. So come on, brother. And look what happened today. All your supporters going against you, your white supporters, your Black supporters, they're all going against you now. Now, who's your friend now? Now, you said, Paul.
Brother Marn.
Yeah, go ahead, sister.
Somebody called me all the way from Texas. Somebody sent me a text from New York. I mean, from all over the country, people hitting me up like, so you mean to tell me he going with Paul Vallis? Like they got the wild eyes in the text, like what is really going on? I told him I ain't never seen nothing like this. This is something terrible up here in Chicago right now.
It's crazy, man. This is crazy. People, y'all see what's going on. Listen, I told y'all didn't listen to me. I said, watch these politicians and these preachers, and they're going to start selling out people. It's going to be some more to come out. See, I told y'all, the earthquake came. It's shaking up the foundation. And whatever's not solid is going to be exposed. When the dust settle, you're going to see everything for what it is, people. There was no reason. Listen, and I said it earlier today. If you call yourself pro-Black, now some of you guys are not pro-Black, and I understand that. I respect that. But I'm talking about the conscious community, and vote for a racist or non-racist. Oh my God, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you.
And not only that, He helped to destroy the Black community. His decision to delay those pension payments is what's pushing us out of our community right now with these high taxes. People can't afford to pay them, so they losing their property. He robbing us for generational wealth. And they would go and put their votes behind this man. Look at how many of our children got shot down trying to cross ganglands, trying to get to school when they closed down all those schools. And now I don't know who doing this commercial, but I'm going to find out. I heard a commercial today when I was riding in the car.
Okay.
And it's a Black woman.
Hold on. Listen to this, sister. I'm finna put something up. This is J. Maul in his own words. Listen to this, y'all. Listen.
The rank of 5 police officers, and that's why I have the FOP endorsement.
Well, Paul is the only white guy in the race and supported by the racist Fraternal Order of Police. Need I say more?
Did y'all hear that? Did you?
I heard him.
People, come on now, J. Maul. Come on now, brother. Come on now. It ain't too late to repent. Repent. Say, I got it wrong. And come on back on the other side. Come on now, brother. For you to go and defend this white man, and you came out yourself, he's supported by the racist Fraternal Order Police. And the same man that's supporting Paul Vallas told you that Laquan McDonald should have been shot 18 times. These are the same people that's supporting Paul Vallas. Come on now, brother. Come on now, brother J. Maul. You could do better than this. You could do better than this. Come on now, brother. I was one of the last brothers that stuck with you. Everybody else parted from you, parted ways. I got in fights for you. But man, this is crazy, people. This is crazy. This is crazy.
I just want to understand what is it that, why are all of these people going over there? Because you know
why they come on now, Sister Erica. You know why they going over there. Come on now.
I know why. I know why. But I would love for them to come out. Yeah, you can. Because let me just finish this point, beloved. I would love for one of them, just one of them, Willie, Sawyer, J. Maul. One of them, just come and say, tell me, what is he offering you that's going to benefit our community? I ain't talking about what's going to benefit you as an individual. Tell me what you're going to get for the community. Please tell me. I just want to understand
it. Come on, Rep.
I'm pacing back and forth, man. Mark, I'm sorry, I've been mad all day. Ever since I got the news, I feel like we done lost I feel like somebody died, you know what I'm saying? Because we dying every day. You hear me? We dying in our word. We dying in our word. We dying in our deed. Dying in our decision making. We dying in the way we think. We dying in all our actions. And what we have seen today is something that remember I was just telling you he came to me on petition time, one of the lowest times to the point, I ain't got no funding either. I heard he had $6 million behind him to run for this campaign. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, he took all that money and played with it and really didn't go out there and promote how he should have promoted. He had money to sit up there and do TV ads. See, it's the way they spend their money. Some people are in the game to run it for the game, and some people are in it to just sit up there and be puppet sitting. You understand? It's so clear to know who's going to be in the runoff. That's what the polls are for. It's giving you ideas so that you know. You know what I'm saying? No matter how loud we see Jamal in the local area down here screaming, that's a nigga.
Yeah.
That ignorant, you know what I'm saying? He went always like on the campaign trail. He went over there up north. He wasn't on 79th. When he was down here, he was looking good, giving us stuff like he helping his people, like he the Black Jesus or something. That's why he got people all out of town. See, stop getting into the glory of all that Facebook. People lie about Facebook, y'all. People don't live the way that they live. Look at my Facebook, and I bet you if you see me, Brother Johnson could tell you that's how I live. If you see how he is on Facebook, I could vouch for that. Mm-hmm. Brother Johnson, that's how he is, and he would vouch for me. That's how I am.
Yeah, I vouch for that.
You understand what I'm saying? Now let me answer your question, sister. Woo, individually.
Hey, Reb,
together we stand, united we fall.
Hey, Reb, can I interrupt you for 1 minute? I need to interrupt you for 1 minute. Mm-hmm. I need to address something real quick. You hold your thought. Keisha Brown said you should never vote for someone based on race. Keisha, what country you living in? We just had as many failed black politicians. Haven't y'all learned anything from voting for Lori Lightfoot? Let's talk about policies and not color. Now, listen, hold on. Let me tell you something. Listen, let me tell you something, sister. Let me keep it 100 for you. Who you think voted for Paul Vallis? Who you think? Was it black people or was it white people predominantly? They voted on race. Come on now, sister. Why white people got to tell us who and what we should vote for? And they've been voting on race since we've been here. Since we've been here in America, they vote. They do everything on race. Listen, Lori Lightfoot may not did exactly what you wanted her to do, but she did do something for the community. She wasn't perfect at all. And I didn't vote for her. But I'm not going to let you sit on here and say she didn't do nothing. Now, one thing I could say that she did do, that she flipped the script when it come to your license, getting a book that they could not suspend your license because of all the tickets. I give her credit for that. Because a lot of poor folks in these high crime areas, they could not, their license was suspended due because of parking tickets. Now, that was a blessing. That was a blessing. I'll take that. Just one of the things. I just want to throw that out there, though. Go ahead, Reb. Go ahead, Reb. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And no, together we stand, together we fall. You know, I'm totally like it hurts. This is my generation we're talking about, y'all. I'm 38 years old. You know, I have little brothers and sisters in this generation that's not even into politics, don't care about voting. You understand what I'm saying? That's around Jamal's age in some cases, or a little bit younger than him. Just starting the life of understanding what it means to be 21. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You have to understand that look at who's engaged into that stuff. We don't care about that stuff. There's a certain generation out here of blood that's fearless, and we look for to govern ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And we would not sit up there and continue to look at politics. You know, we doing stuff ourselves. Everybody that went behind him is only for the dollar. Only for the dollar. It doesn't matter. I'm so disappointed because at the same time, Jamal said that the reason that he didn't get behind Brandon Johnson is because he had no track record. But nigga, you ain't got no track record. This man has held some political office, and commissioner, that's a political office. You look like an advocate. You was a fake out here, bro. You out here looking like you ain't sit up there and gather all them marches yourself. That was organized. They use you. They always use you. Since you've been with Flager, since you've been with Sanders, they know how to sit up there and pick the best of them. You sitting up here and quoting your Martin Luther King speech at the age of 12. Yeah, your people connected. They always been connected. Was able to put you in around the right people. And you sit up there and you know what it means to be black because you did for a couple of years live on 70, whatever you took them on that block. But you're not from Inglewood. Your people sit up there and allowed you to think, oh, you was kicked out of 13 schools. Come on, man, you was probably just a stupid kid. I don't know. But you could sit up there and claim yourself to live a life like you lived a life like kids that struggle like me really growing up in the DCFS system. Man, you ain't never been in no DCFS system. You always been hampered under your family that came from out of an organized household. So you don't know who is y'all speaking for? What youth you speaking for, Jamal Green? Come on the scene. You was just on the scene. You was on the scene right before you pulled that stuff with Brother Mark. You was on the scene before you sit up there. You just did what you did today. Come on the scene now. Or do we have to show up at Chicken and Waffles? You know what I'm saying? Where you say they giving out, you want to put that out there? Like what that's supposed to mean? You ain't running for mayor no more. What that's supposed to mean? No, you sneaky now. You putting that up there and acting like you really doing something behind the scene, nigga. You a joke. This is Pastor Hill talking. These are the kind of pastors that, you know what I'm saying, they got fierce. They fearless. I got a heart, Jamal Green. I met with you face to face. I know the spirit of your arrogance. I know who you think you is, but you are not. You understand what I'm saying, Jamal Green?
And I'm gonna say something. He supported Jamal Green. I
don't care that you support him. It's the way that you went about it, did it. You don't have a track record. And you wanted us to believe in you, I'd rather to believe in a man that got a heart without a track record than a man who sit up there and can show you all the receipts. And I don't care how the percentage of good and bad come out of it. He got, okay, Paul Vallis got a track record. So what? We see his track record.
Paul Vallis don't have a good track record. I know, that's the whole thing.
Listen, the point is, we keep arguing. Listen, let's don't argue back at that. They're going to put that out there anyway. Don't argue back at that. Just say, so what? You know what? We ain't got to explain that. We ain't got to explain
some
that.
People do need to know. People need to know that a judge.
The people that vote for him already know. Everybody knows. Just read.
No. A lot of people don't.
Ma'am, if you don't know, you don't read. Ma'am, if you don't know, you don't read.
A lot of people don't read. That's why they listen to talk shows.
We got a big problem. We got a big problem. Listen, I'm speaking from a high atmosphere right now. Please. We got a big problem. We ain't making no excuses. You understand what I'm saying? It's not about who you voting for and who makes the right mistakes and when they get in office, if they're going to give you what they're not going to give you. It's what you believe in that's on its way there. And we have saturated ourselves inside of politics when we don't even know how to stand up on our own, come as a unified love one another. We all come from the South. We all know what it feels like to have been slaughtered. We all know what it feels like when we see a young brother. We know where that, go back to Trayvon Martin when it started happening for real, before you got numb to it. But your heart was really hurt to see a young black man in the street dying like a Michael Brown. You understand what I'm saying? Now you're numb to it. But the ones that sit up there and they say and they speak, they always didn't care. See, it's a different numbness. You're going to numb. Listen, the word of God is going to go out. Once again, I say, either you're going to receive it or you're going to reject it. But woe on to those that reject it, because you have saturated yourself with a disgustingness, abomination of nature that you may be judged by. The kingdom suffer violence, and the violent will take it by force. I don't care what they're doing. They ain't going to prevail. You understand me? But the only way they're going to prevail.
Can I give a rebuttal, Martin?
Yeah, just hold on. Let them talk. Together. Let them get out. Then because I got like 5 other people on live too. Online. I got 1, 2, 3. Go ahead.
So I just say this because I need you to look past this politics stuff, y'all. Get into our schools ourselves. We got the right. Look, if the violence taken by force, that means we got to gateway ourselves in there. Stop being scared. Ain't nothing to be scared about. Y'all. Get up, unify. Let's go. This is a big platform. I know who all speaking. Everybody that's disappointed right now. It's a whole bunch of get up. Be true to yourself. You ain't gonna do nothing for nobody else until you be true to yourself. And you say you believe in God, believe in him and live into the representation of what he is. In his word, no matter what, religious, faithful service, come together holding hands. Get ready.
Okay, Reb, let me go.
There's a war out there that's spiritual.
Okay, Reb, let me.
And we got our own caught up in it.
Right. Okay, Sister Erica, real quick, go ahead. Then I got like 3 more callers behind you. Go ahead, Sister Erica.
No, all I'm saying is, when you want to educate the people about what's going on around them, because it is factual that we don't read, and that's what this is. This is a talk show where you bring facts to the floor and share with the people. And the fact is that when Vallis was in Bridgeport, Connecticut, a judge removed him as head of the schools because he said he was not qualified. He didn't have a track record that would qualify him for that position. And everywhere he went, in Louisiana, in Connecticut,
Philly,
in Chicago,
New Orleans,
and in Philadelphia,
New Orleans,
yeah,
too.
in New Orleans, in Louisiana, yeah, and Connecticut and Philly and Chicago. He left the schools and left the city in a mess. That's his track record.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So if that's Jamal's, if that's his reason for going with Dallas, then you pick somebody with a messy track record. Everywhere he went, he destroyed it. He dumbed down black people everywhere he went. Down, our children, he left us in a horrible position. So, I mean, if we're going to talk about track records, let's talk about it.
Yeah, hold on.
All
right, hold on, sis. I need somebody to call. I need Frank Butler to call in. 872-299-0808. Frank Butler, come on, call in so we can talk about it. I want to hear your voice. I want to see how strong your voice is. Call in 872-299-0808. I'll check you before anybody since you got something to say. Come on, call in. I ain't gonna go back for. I'm not even gonna block you. At least not right now. No way. Yeah. You might be a troll. I want you to call in. This is a talk show. Okay, let me go to the next caller. All right, Sister Erica, I got to go to the next caller. 4848. Come on, caller. 8848. I'm sorry.
Hey.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, what's going on, Martin?
I'm good. Go ahead.
Look, I just want everybody to be aware and come out Saturday morning at Gary Coleman High School. March the 18th, which is Saturday. Brandon Johnson will be there. We need all support we can get. Gary Coleman High School, Saturday, March the 18th at 9 o'clock. Y'all, please come out. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it with Brandon Johnson. We're going to support Brandon Johnson. Brandon Johnson got a great track record. So basically, that's all I want to say. Gary Coleman High School, Saturday. Please, everybody come.
Okay, bro. 0941. Come on, caller.
Martin.
Martin, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Marcus. What's going on, Marcus? What's going on?
Man, let me tell you, I know I'm late calling in, but let me tell you, it's a sad day in Chicago. I've never said nothing against Jamal publicly, but this is one time I got to say something to him, and I'm an older cat. I told him not to endorse nobody, but he didn't listen, because when you say you're for the community, he says he's for the youth, but you endorse somebody who ruined the school system, not just here, but in other states. And guess who are affected by it? Black youth. So how can you endorse this man and say that he has a better track record? Any black man, because I've heard some of my other black photographer friends talking about Paul Vallas looks like he should be mayor of Chicago. What is a mayor supposed to look like? The problem with us, we don't stand behind our people. We don't stand behind our people. Nothing our people do. A white guy can come in the hood and do what I do with photography, and they bow to him. I do it. I get chased out the hood. I'm keeping it real. Our people need to get their priorities together. Our people need to quit playing the good ninja role and stand with the people. All these activists did when they endorsed this man was show us who they really are. And now that the community know who they are, we shouldn't allow them to come back into the community, want to play hero to the community. We don't need turkeys and toys and coats. We need resources. We need a mayor that's going to represent us as well as the white folks. We don't need a mayor that's going to sick the police on us, on young black people, by the way. We don't need a mayor that's going to do that. Mayor Daley made these same promises. And when he got in office, he destroyed the black community. Look at Inglewood. Look at any of the black neighborhoods in Chicago. Mayor Daley destroyed them. How could the people up here be so damn stupid to go vote for somebody white? We don't need another Mayor Daley. Paul Vallas ain't nothing but another Mayor Daley. The Daleys can't run again, so they're gonna run somebody that they can control. And here it is, our black so-called leaders running over there to endorse them, afraid that Brandon Johnson is going to let the immigrants in here. Hell, Reagan let them in here in the 80s. It's too late for that. The same people who complain about the immigrants, Trump barked about the immigrants, but it was his party that was bringing them over here for cheap labor and to keep us from rising. They don't want us to be economically fit. And our own people running up behind them like birds, like hungry birds. What do you hope to gain?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry for cussing on your show.
Okay. Well, let me say something, brother. I'm disappointed, even though I got snaked. He snaked everybody, but I knew where he was going. I seen it before it happened. Trust me, I seen it. And my thing is, young people, things like this happen. Okay. And I don't want no young person to be discouraged of this. I mean, Jamal could have been great in this city. I think when he endorsed Paul Vallas today publicly, I think this kind of ruined his political career, because no one is going to take you serious. This is right up with that Kenneka Jenkins stuff. You know, when y'all remember when he was on the show with Kenneka Jenkins and all that, talking about she went in the freezer, she, you know, and all that. She wasn't, you know, it just, this is right up there. Now he gonna have to do a lot of repair his character. See, your word is all you got, people. Listen, you got to ask yourself, do I take the bag now, or do I wait longevity and keep my integrity intact? Because once you lose that integrity, it's gone. It's gone, people. It's gone. Don't you know how many people I defended, that I defended Jamal from? You know, a lot of people. But I can't say nothing on this because you snake me, bro. It's why the pictures out there, your video is out there. Man, come on, brother. Make it make sense. That's all I want to know.
When they chasing money, they don't care. When they chasing money, they don't care. I'm going to keep it real.
Let me just say this. Any candidate that's out there have a right to vote for who they choose. Now, I will say that. I will say that. Any candidate. But you came on this show and told us that you're not going to choose nobody. You're going to stay neutral. And I was hoping that you would be a man of your word and do that. That's all. You let down a lot of young people. Let down a lot of young people. All right, call. I got another caller. 123. Come on, my brother. Truck driver. 123. Come on. I ain't seen you in a while.
How you doing, Brother Martin? I've been calling in, man. I just, I ain't really have much to say, man. I just wanted to hear the show.
Okay.
So, show you my support, brother.
Okay. Okay, thank you. All right, I got another caller, 8714. Come on, 8714.
Hey, Martin, this is the other.
Oh, Lord.
Erica,
come on, young lady.
Erica.
Girl, you've been right now everywhere today, huh? You've been on it. Huh? Come on, beat me up. I know you finna beat me up. I'm finna sit here and take these licks. I'm finna go and take these licks because she's finna beat me up. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm not going to beat you up, man. I already came on the other day and I did a little bit. I told y'all so. but nah. I know, like, when I came on that one time and I just kind of came as a young person, I just want to speak for like a lot of the young folks, just so I know some of the listeners and some of the callers are a little older than us. And I just want to speak to the older gentleman who came on a couple callers before me. He just said some really profound things, and I just want to point that out. But for the young folks, and I hope some more young folks call in, Jamal do not speak for us. I just want to let y'all know that. Like, Jamal, I mean, just listen. The young folks are very clear. We are very clear on, especially those of us who are out here doing the work in the streets, in the protests, and you know, Martin G, because you be out there with us,
right?
You know?
I know.
And like those of us who are really in this fight, we were the ones that was kind of trying to tell folks about what Jamal was on, but like, not everybody was listening. But like, we're trying to say that's not deterring us. We understand the mission. We are on the mission. What Jamal decided to do is very unfortunate.
but most of us kind of saw it coming, just because of kind of some of the ways that he's been moving. But this election, I just wanted to be very clear. This election is not just about, it's about the racism in the city that has existed. I saw a film, and some of y'all might have been alive when this happened. I was not alive when this happened. But back when Dr. King came to Chicago and Mount Greenwood, and they was throwing rocks at him.
Mm-hmm.
And
it wasn't
Dr.
Mount Greenwood.
King said Chicago was one of the most racist places he had ever been.
That was Marquette Park, baby girl.
Okay. And
okay.
Marquette Park, I'm sorry. Marquette Park, I'm sorry. And then also when Harold Washington ran, there was also another kind of racist eruption, you know, of white folks in Chicago throwing rocks and things. I forgot the neighborhood. But the thing about it, people need to understand, when I watch those films, that's not that long ago. That means, because some of the people that was throwing them rocks was like teenagers or like in their 19, 20 age. So that means that some of them folks is still well and alive and living right here in Chicago, okay?
True.
And like the white folks that was throwing them rocks, who y'all think they voted for? Like, who do y'all think them white folks that was throwing rocks at Dr. King and Harold Washington is voting for in this election? So my point is, if they voting, I'm voting. And I'm not going to be voting for the person they voting for, period. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm standing with Brandon Johnson. The majority of the youth are as well. We're doing the work. We're on campuses. But I just want to thank you so much for having the show, Martin, and just thank you for everything. And I just really appreciate the older callers who are calling in and just kind of giving that anchor, because like we need that, and we need that maturity, and we need to hear from y'all, because like unfortunately we are learning, the young people are also learning that sometimes our young leaders fail us too. You know, it's not just our older leaders. And so we're kind of coping with that, but we are not surprised, and we're not going to be moved.
Right. And I want to ask you guys something. All you guys that supported Jamal Green, you have the right to ask him, why did he endorse Paul Vallis? Ask him. Ask him. That's all you have to do is just ask him. Go on his page, be respectful, because if you ain't respectful, he's probably going to block you. And ask him, why did you, tell me what I'm not seeing here, and ask him. That's what you can do. Those that supported him, that voted for him, ask him. Ask him. It's got to be a reason why he did it. It's got to be a reason.
And
go ahead.
Martin, can I say something else too?
Yes.
There's something else that Demo does a lot of that is so against everything that young people fight for in politics that are in it. And he does this thing where if you do ask questions, he kind of makes it seem like he knows something you don't know. He does this whole, well, I know deeper information about politics. I know what's going on behind the scenes. But that goes against everything that young people in the fight are fighting for, which is to demystify and demysterious politics from this backroom, secretive, dark world where like only a couple people know what's going on, to like letting the people know what's going on with things that affect their lives. So when he plays that game of like, oh, I have some secret information that y'all don't have, that goes against everything that the young people are fighting for, that's used to control us. It's used to make the regular, everyday people think we don't know enough, thinking we don't have enough, thinking that we can't challenge them. That's old tactics. And it's a shame when he uses it. But if anybody does question him and he tries that, don't let him play that game. It's not he knows some secret stuff. He just doesn't want to tell you what deals he cut. He just doesn't want to tell you what transactions he made. That's all it is. So don't let him get away with it.
Okay, I got a new caller. Hold on, my dear sister. 1665 caller. Where you calling from?
Hey, how you doing, Martin? This is Rabbi Michael Ben Yosef.
Oh, what's up? What's up, brother? How you feel? How you doing, brother Rabbi? All right.
You already know, man. I had to call. I got a text about you on, and I just felt the need to call your show. First and foremost, thank you for what you do in this platform. You're doing a marvelous job, and I'm glad you're doing this conversation. Just so you know, let your viewers know, this is a sad day. Another sad day in Chicago. The young man did this endorsement, Jamal Green, and we're just in the state of it just makes us look crazy. I was out there at UIC Pavilion yesterday, and I want your viewers to know what the scene was like.
I heard about it.
Several activists that I know in that room. We could get a protest right there. Right there. What side of history are we on? See, this thing is about what side are you on? And at the time when the closing arguments was given by these two candidates, Brandon Johnson gave his, a marvelous presentation. I mean, the brother just talked the talk, I talk. You know what I'm saying? You know how we get, when we talk, I talk. We know what we talking about. We ain't got to find out. We ain't got to search. We know what we talking about. The brother did that thing. Then it came the time when Paul Vallas got up. And I said, I just looked around. No one stood up. No one stood up. That this guy is an imposter coming into, it's like, you know how you have when you invite people to your house and you like, man, who's this guy? He's coming in our hood. And no one questioned who is this guy coming into our hood. And I stood up. I stood up and stood in front of that stage and had my sign that says, I'm going to read you what it says. It says, stop Paul Vallas, teach true history of the critical race theory that he went on record with a podcast, Gotta Be a Republican show, got on there and talked about how he is in favor of ensuring that white children, when they have a conversation of being taught in school, that they are get this information about their ancestors being disorderly and discriminated against a people that does not look like him. He said on record that we don't want that child to have that conversation with his white family. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But back to last night, I stood up in front of that stage and called him a racist in front of everybody. You would have thought I would have had a backup at that time. You would have thought all of us standing up, yeah, Rabbi, this is what we need to do. What else we need to do? You could hear a pin drop.
I got to get rid of this car.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about
You could hear a pin drop of all these people up in there and then say a word about this man. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
And the fact is that I saw with people out there that I know that I stood on the front lines with. I'm sorry, I can't stand with hypocrites. That's not how we roll this fight. If you're not down for our people, when it comes time to being down for our people, what side of history are you on? What side? We got to draw the line in the sand. That's what this election is about. It's going to show the big boys against the boys. Who are the big boys and who the little boys? Man, if you're not a big boy in this fight by now, you still a little boy. We can't use you on the front line.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the real talk.
Oh,
that's just I just want to call and
thanks,
say
Rabbi.
that.
Thanks, Rabbi.
You
Man,
know what I'm saying? I'm passionate about this thing.
Let me say something,
Yeah, I'm
Rabbi.
sorry, bro. Go ahead.
Let me just say something.
Yeah.
For those that feel like they want to call in and tell us, black people, we shouldn't vote because of race. Tell that to the white people. You don't tell that to white people. Why are you going to tell it to us?
Yeah.
Whenever you heard a black person tell a white person, you vote because of race. Y'all don't tell that to them. So don't come on this platform talking that talk. That's what I'm talking about. How many white people you think voted for Paul Vallas? A lot of them. I didn't hear none of y'all say they only voted for him because he's white. You afraid to say it. You're afraid to say it. Somebody got to turn their phone down, but I fixed it for them. You're afraid to say it. No anonymous calls either. I'm not taking no anonymous calls at all. at all. So no anonymous calls, people, none. So I had to say that. Black people, when are you going to start thinking straight? Listen, you are on the wrong side of history if you don't vote for Brandon Johnson. This is history folding right before your eyes, people. We got another chance to have a black mayor that look like us, that knows the struggle. Real talk. So I'm going to go to the next caller. Any anonymous caller, you're not getting through. 0522, where you calling from? Caller? 0522. Turn your Facebook down so you can talk.
I get you, Brother Martin. I get you.
Okay, come on with it.
This Reggie, man. I'm identify myself.
Okay,
man.
Hey Reggie.
And I'm just really, I just want to say this, Martin. I'm very disappointed in the brother Jamal for endorsing Paul Vallis. You as well know, we know him very personally, Martin. We did a lot of things together. And he would never go that route, man. He had to take something, man, because it's very disappointing. I supported the brother, gave the brother money and everything. And thank God you stood neutral, man. You didn't do nothing, man. I just don't understand that, man. How can you say we black power and you go support this devil, man, like that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, then again, we sell out because if you look at this Paul Vallis track record, ain't no way in the world you vote for this brother. And I just don't understand that, man. And I just asked you talk to Jamal. Why would you endorse this man? Why would you endorse this man like that, man? And that's all I got to say, man. I'm very disappointed, Martin.
Man, you can imagine how I feel. But I wasn't surprised though. And let me say this, my brother, and you know all of us worked good together and all that. And listen, brother, it had to be something on the table for him. Why, you showing your love for your community, brother. You showing that you don't care about the community. That's what you're supposed to be out here. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, Reggie.
You know what, Martin? How can he snake you? All you done for him. And that hurts, man. You didn't say nothing really about it. You said something about it, but you didn't really go deep about it. That hurts, man. And that hurts me. Because I know Jamal. I know personally.
Mm-hmm.
You would never do nothing like that, man.
Mm-mm.
That's all I have to say, man. It's just sad, man.
It's sad, man. It's sad, man. It's sad. It's real sad, man. Sad. I got another caller coming. It's sad, people. And don't get me wrong, people. Jamal can vote for whoever he want to vote for. You have that right. But you endorse it. You know the struggle of black people. I'm voting because I'm black. I'm voting for.
That's right.
Listen, I'll let it be known. White people.
That's right.
You don't tell white people why they vote for another white person because they white. You don't do that. So don't come on this platform and tell me that. They kill me with coming on here telling me what I'm gonna do.
Right.
You don't even say nothing to your sons and daughters when they on Facebook with guns and pistols, smoking blunt and half naked. But you want to come on here and tell me what to do on my platform.
Exactly. Right. Say you the vote for.
Yeah.
All right.
You scared? You afraid of your children? He gonna come in and tell a grown man what he should be saying on his platform. And the only time I see you on my platform is when it's controversy. When I'm sharing other things, you know where to be found. You don't share the video. You don't comment unless it's some confusion. I got those type of people on here too, my brothers and sisters. They only comment when they see some confusion going on. When ain't no confusion, they going on. They love confusion. Somebody got to turn their Facebook down up there. Yeah, somebody turn their Facebook. I think it's you, Reb. Yeah, listen, people. I tell y'all the truth. I ain't got to lie on the brother. I ain't got to lie. He snaked me clear as daylight. I showed you online how he snaked me. And that was terrible. A lot of it, we disappointed.
I ain't got to lie on the brother. I ain't got to lie. He snaked me clear as daylight. I showed
Somebody's phone is, I don't know who that is.
Somebody turn your Facebook down.
Yeah, somebody turn your Facebook down. Yeah, I know who that was. That's an anonymous call. They trying to blow me off because he got somebody calling. I know what time that is. But this is real, people. He dead wrong for this. He owe his followers an apology, man.
Yeah.
Listen, how could
I vote for that man?
Man.
And what more I vote for Paul Vallis?
Man, nowhere in the world, man. Nowhere. And white folks always lying on it. They use a deflection. Man, listen, we got an opportunity to see another black man. We got on Martin Luther King, the day he was assassinated 55 years ago. April the 4th is going to be 55 years to elect another black mayor here in the city of Chicago that live in the hood, that understand what we do.
And they're going to let this snake get in there because they get.
No, he ain't getting in there, brother. He ain't getting in there. You ain't got to worry about that. He ain't getting in there at all. We know better than he ain't getting up in there at all. And some of you, some of y'all out there that don't understand the concept of group economics, group voting, all that. Some of you guys out there, you don't even shop at a black establishment. You don't care where you spend your money at. Some lady called me today. She had trouble in the nail salon. I didn't want to hear because you ain't had no business going in there. I told you. Exactly. I done warned you. I'm not going back to these nail salons and fight. If you want to go in there and get your money took and your booty shook, go ahead. Be my guest. Yeah. Yeah, that's that anonymous caller trying to, I know what they're doing. They call and I'm blocking them every time they come in there. Call in. Yeah.
Let them call you, Mark. Let them call you.
No, they won't. I ain't gonna let them talk. They don't fit to talk. If I can't see their number, I don't want them on here. Simple as that. They got my number.
Be stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, stupid, man. Yeah, but anyway.
Well, bro, you keep up with your work.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, man. We all disappointed,
keep up with
man.
Your work and like I tell you, your time is here, and you know who to trust in. You trust in God first and your little true friend.
Yeah.
Because they're falling off the tree, Martin. You see that?
Yeah.
They're falling off the tree.
You know what, Brother Warren? Just like you said, see all of these black folks that's running over there to Dallas camp, God is gonna disappoint them. And guess what? When they come back to the community, all their credibility is gone. So they really ruining themselves. You making a decision right now that's gonna ride with you for a long time. That one bad decision.
Yeah.
Call me when you get offline.
Okay,
I'm
going
to listen to you.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, bro.
I will. I got another caller. Hey, caller, 0291. Come on, caller. 0291.
Hey, Martin, it's Mama Diva.
Hey, Mama Diva.
Mama Diva, Martin.
Go ahead.
Okay. This is what I want to say because I want people to go a little bit higher in their mind and look at the principle here. We have a 40-year principle. The number 40 is very important, okay? When going back to Barack Obama, when he won in 2008, it was 40 years from when Martin Luther King was assassinated and he was sworn in on Martin Luther King's Bible. When Lori Lightfoot was sworn in 2019, it had been 40 years since Chicago had a female mayor, Mayor Jane Burns, in 79. Brandon Johnson will win because of that 40-year principle, because it's been 40 years since an African-American mayor won in 1983. So we don't have anything to worry about. Those numbers don't lie. This is spiritual. It's going to happen. I'm glad people are getting, excited and feisty about it. But if you go back and look at Mr. Johnson's track record as a commissioner, then you will see that he is doing what he's supposed to do. The issues are this. You have people, for whatever reason, that run for office, they have good intentions, but then they get in office, and oftentimes being in office, they become corrupted. This has been a tradition in politics, not only in Illinois or Chicago, but all over. You know, I listened to the brother who was just shocked at Mr. Green, his demeanor and how he has fadugles and hoodwink, if you will, the people. And going back to what you said, I understand your feelings, Martin, in terms of we can't make it as far as people saying, well, Caucasian people are voting for Paul Vallas because he's Caucasian. But you also have to look at all of the parameters surrounding that. What happens is a lot of people voted for Jamal Green that were in the African American community because he was young and African American, and they got hoodwinked and snaked. So you got to learn how to discern and look past a person's color and look at their soul, because not only is Jamal Green, what you say, African American or black, he also has a dark heart. See, so we have to be on the lookout for that too. Brandon Johnson's demeanor and his personality and his heart speaks beyond his flesh. So we have to start looking at people with a third eye, the eye of discernment. Hey, Martin.
Hey, how you doing? Live, uncut. Come on with it.
Yeah. Yes, I just want to say a few things. As far as Paul Vallas, and my feelings is he's too old. He's still thinking in the old ways. And young people are tired of voting for older people. They want somebody that's young enough to understand them and old enough for the older people to understand. People are tired of the old ways. If Paul Vallas gets in, he's going to hire that chief of police that we had that got out with Ron Emanuel. He's going to come back, and others, and it's going to be blood in the street. And as far as Jamal, I think he went Paul Vallas' way because he wants that center, so he can put his name on it and charge the black families astronomical money, and the center's not going to be for us, but it's going to be in the middle of our neighborhood. And our kids won't be able to attend because we won't be able to afford to send them to the center. It's all about money for him. And Paul Vallas got him on his team because he thinks he got the black young vote, but he doesn't, as we can see on your show today. And that's what I have to say.
Oh, okay. Wonderful said, you know. And I hate to...
It's all about, that's what politics is about, Martin. It's about money.
Yeah, it's about money. It's about money. It's definitely about money. Because it's definitely
This is very unfortunate that this young man, and you know, it's not so much for me that, you know, okay, so to see, by me not living in Chicago, I live in the suburbs, but the fact that someone put in the comments, they didn't know what he did to you. The fact that he was a friend of yours and he took your video footage without your permission and didn't even have the decency to ask you and did things that he should not have done, and he won't return your phone calls, emails, or anything, and he blocks you. That's just dirty. But what's going to happen, whatever he has done, whatever Mr. Green has done to others, is going to come back to him. Because what comes around goes around. He's going to get his.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, it's terrible. And
but here's the thing. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead.
Here's the thing with Jamal. I went to things with him, and black power and getting the boot off the cars, and like, we don't want these on here anymore. I mean, he played a good game, but he's not for us. And then as soon as he get what he wants, just like Chase Bank, as soon as he get what he wants, he's on his way to Hawaii with his family, showing pictures on Facebook. Look, we in Hawaii, me and my family. Where you get money to go to Hawaii? We just was doing this here over here. And now all of a sudden you got money to go to Hawaii? Come on, man.
Well,
go ahead, Marcus.
This is why I don't give to these activists. And they think I'm cheap. But I don't give to these activists for you to go to Hawaii, California, and all that with your family. A lot of them do it. They got this grant, They horseback ride. They doing all this stuff, which ain't nothing wrong with it, but you ain't doing nothing for the community. You giving the community turkeys that barely made it past the FDA. We don't want turkeys. We want resources. I had to sit down and look at this. Coke,
And
turkeys,
that turkey was for 100 people. That's it.
All right, baby, let him talk.
100 people
Let him
back
talk,
to
babe.
racing.
Let him talk, please. Thank you. Go ahead, Marcus.
I mean, we tired of these handouts. Fix the situation. These white people cause this crap on us, and they come into our community. They used to come down our street asking us, "Are you safe?" I asked the white brother. I said, "I should be asking you that, considering what your racism did to all the other races on this planet. Are you saved? Do you believe that you're going to go to heaven? Because your heaven, heaven is here. They tell us we got to die to enjoy life. That don't make sense. Not only has J. Maul did it, but some of these preachers will endorse Paul Vallis before this is over with. Some of these big ministers will endorse Paul Vallis before it's over with. But I hope the black community come out and vote with some sense and not follow these people. I didn't expect nothing of Jesse White. I ain't never liked him. He's always followed that white regime. And then Jamal, I'm not shocked, but damn, man, you was in the street saying F the police and all that. You can't come back to the community and do that now because FOP endorsed Paul Vallis. So why, you of all people, would you go endorse Paul Vallis and FOP endorsed him? What can you say to the black youth right now that will make them receive you, which a lot of them didn't receive you from what I know. But what the small group that did, what do you say to them? How do you explain that to them? You look at the track. When the track record is out there, that a kindergartner can tell you that Paul Vallis is no good for Chicago.
Mm-hmm. You're right. You're right, Marcus. Somebody turn their phone down. Yeah, somebody got to turn their phone down. Go ahead. Go ahead, Marcus. Yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, so what you said, J. Maul, and all the other people that was over there in Inglewood that endorsed Paul Vallis, that was Paul this, that was testifying and witnessing for Almighty Paul, there's nothing you can say to me that will make me follow you. Because I'm not going to follow you like the Pied Piper, like the mice followed the Pied Piper to their death. You're the Pied Piper. You lead me out the city. You run around here barking about Brandon Johnson is going to bring in all the immigrants and push the blacks out. It's a trick. The trick is Paul Vallis is right there too. What the hell you think Paul Vallis going to do? They the ones who brought illegal immigrants over here to replace us. After the civil rights movement and the bills were passed, they don't want us to rise. They don't want us to economically rise. They want to keep their foot on us. So what do? They bring in all these illegal people, even people that look like us. And that's why they're struggling with giving us reparations, because they've given it to people who look like us, who came over here. And they would say, black Americans don't want to work. They lazy. They got all these opportunities. Any African, Nigerian out there who think that, you wouldn't be able to eat at the restaurant that you're eating at if it wasn't for black Americans who bled and died on the streets of this country. If you think that way, think again. Because when they use you, they're going to show you who they are. They're going to show you who you are. And you'll be running to the black Americans. We are a race on our own. We need to quit singing going back to Africa, and we need to accept who we are right here in America. We built this country. We made this country what it is, and we need to stand on it. We need to quit backstabbing each other, taking crumbs, taking potato chips that the white man is dropping on the ground, fight each other over one chip like wild birds, and we need to stand up. We need to stand up. Right now, everybody black in this city should be behind Brandon Johnson. I would rather take somebody that CTU has endorsed than to deal with somebody who the FOP has endorsed. The FOP is publicly out and out racist, and they are proud of it.
And a lot of people supported Jamal financially. They gave money, $10, $20, $100, $300, $400. They supported the young man. And don't get me wrong, people, let me just say this. I felt that I knew in my heart that Jamal couldn't win, but I said, once he get a little experience, a little age behind him, I give him in his 30s. He could have been great for this city. You know, but you cutting throats already at 20-something years old. Man, I can imagine if you get 35, man, what you gonna do? Man, no, my goodness, my God. You doing things I would never dream of doing, man. You cutting the folks that had your back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
I'm glad I got my own identity. I'm glad. I'm telling you, bro, man. I'm telling you, listen.
And otherwise, the problem is that he thought he knew everything. A lot of them out there, some of them young activists, they think that they know everything and that we're stupid and we're old and we don't know nothing. We've been on this earth longer than some of y'all have, and we do know stuff. We know Chicago. We know that Chicago can get cold on you in March and a blizzard can blow off the lake on you while y'all walking around with a little sweater on thinking it's summertime. We know this.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Jamar trying to be a Tiffany. He trying to be like Tiffany.
Oh, who? Jamal?
Dalton, Jamar. Yeah,
Oh,
he
okay.
think he gonna be another Tiffany.
Oh,
He's trying to move like her.
All right. I got a new caller, y'all. Hold on. 7179. Go ahead. 7179. 7179. Go ahead. 7179.
Hey, Martin.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Martin. It's Dyra. I just called you. I didn't know you was on live.
I know you blowing my phone up, man. Girl, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
Man, you know what? Man, you know, because I've been working with Brandon Johnson's campaign.
Right.
Went to a fundraiser last night for him downtown on Lakeshore Drive.
Okay.
It is, I'm not calling. You know how I feel about Jamal and the other candidates that have endorsed Vallis thus far. I'm not calling to blast nobody. I'm not calling to call out any names. But to all of the listeners that are listening, we know that we need, and in fact deserve, a candidate.
What happened?
Us younger generations, we never experienced the generation and the politics with Harold Washington. So this is our time, in fact, to make history. They are in need of volunteers to hit these streets, especially next week is early voting. March 20th start early voting. I'm so happy to hear the enthusiasm of all the callers calling in, as well as the comments being made. But everybody that's listening, we have got to hit these streets. Whatever you got to do. I work in a barber shop. I've been taking off. I'm taking off starting early voting up to election day, taking people to the polling places, taking people, they can register to vote at the polling places if they are not registered. But we have got to hit these streets, especially on the south side. If you're in the hundreds and you in the 90s, if you in Beverly, we have got to hit these streets for Brandon Johnson.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I don't want to blast any of the candidates. They know what they're doing, but it's our time. You know, I'm 43, Martin. You know me.
Yeah,
I'm 43 years old. It's our time to make history.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I could blast Jamal and all the rest of them, but at the end of the day, the more we speak his name, Vallis, more we speak his name, the more free advertising. It's our time to make history. It's our time to show whose city this is. It's our time to show who votes you really depending on. Vallis ain't banking on us voting. That's why he hasn't even shown face on the south side. He's not banking on the black vote. We got to show him that we going to show up and show out. And we got to get Brandon Johnson in office.
That's it. That's it.
So if any of y'all listening or any of y'all calling in, y'all got to hit it's an office on 79th, East 79th. I think it's 345. It's a Brandon Johnson office there. You can go in there. You can volunteer. You can sign up. You can get literature. Hit the streets. Hit the stores. Wherever you got to go. You can volunteer on election day. You can volunteer tomorrow. But we got to hit the streets for Brandon Johnson. And we got to pull that vote. We got to pull that vote. In the South Side, I don't know. I think they're lacking volunteers because you don't really see like any offices or The literature, I was in the hundreds yesterday, and you think Paul Vallis live over there. But we got to hit the streets for Brandon Johnson. Like,
that's right. That's right.
Like, if Brandon Johnson loses this election, I ain't going to lie, that's going to be our fault. It's going to be our fault because we didn't pull these votes in.
It ain't going to lose it, but we still got to get out there, though. Go ahead, Marcus.
Can I say this?
Yeah, we.
Go ahead, Marcus.
Brandon Johnson, if you volunteer for Brandon Johnson and you can get close to him, see, you got to tell him that he got to hit these South Side blocks, these 90s.
Man, do you know?
He got to go. People want to see the candidate. I come from.
Hey, look, I went to a fundraiser last night. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was cool meeting new people and networking. I tried, man. I tried so bad, but before you knew it,
anybody on this
go ahead.
Anybody on this live that ain't called in that can get to Brandon Johnson, that can get to his campaign manager, he needs to hit the South Side. He needs to walk the streets of Washington Heights community. There's a lot of affluent black people over here in this neighborhood. Go door to door. People want to see the candidate. They don't just want to see the volunteers and the literature. They want to see the candidate. Trust me, that makes a world of a difference. They probably going to vote for him anyway because they don't want that white man in City Hall. But he needs to show his face at a gas station, at 95th Street, L Station, somewhere in this community. He needs to show his face. He needs to show up and shake hands with people, even if it's just for a few seconds. He needs to shake hands with people, meet and greet people. He ain't got to give away free coffee. Just be out there and meet and greet people in the morning at a bus stop or wherever they go in these neighborhoods.
And you know, I want to say this too. I want to say this too for the listeners. Tomorrow, I know it's kind of last minute. I'll send you the info too, Martin, so you can kind of repost it. Tomorrow at 6 o'clock at St. James Church on 80th and Michigan, they're going to have a meet and greet. I don't know. I cannot guarantee you 100% that Brandon Johnson will be there. He might, but they're having a meet and greet for Brandon Johnson at the church. And whatever information you might possibly need is going to be there. You can find out for those of the people that don't know much about Brandon Johnson, or say, I've seen some people in the feed on the live, I never heard of him before. Go learn about Brandon Johnson. Go see what he stands for. Go learn the true definition of defunding the police. Go learn what he means by that. Check out his platform, and then, like I said, he might be there. I don't even know. I don't know if he's going to be there or not.
More likely he'll be
there.
More likely he'll be there. You just got to be there at the time, I'm having a meet and greet with Brandon Johnson.
I'll be there early.
Hold on. I'm having a meet and greet for Brandon Johnson in Inglewood. I'll let you guys know it's this month on the 28th of March. So I'll let you guys, it's going to be early. You get a chance to shake his hand, talk with him briefly. And it's not a forum, it's not a debate, but I want him to come in Inglewood to meet some of his supporters, and I think that'll be great for you guys. I'll update you with the flyer and everything. So appreciate you. Let me go to this next caller, sister. I got to go to the next caller.
All right.
8966 caller. Go ahead, caller.
Hello.
Yeah, how you doing? Come on, caller.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, how you doing, Martin?
Yeah. I know who this is. Go ahead. How you doing? Yeah.
I was calling because I don't understand Jamal's reign. He do all this, him and Charles McKenzie. They represent Inglewood and all this, but they don't do nothing in Inglewood. They don't do nothing. They're giving out that stale food in the box. That stuff is stale.
Well, let me just say
outdated.
something. Let me just say right now. Now, I got to take off of Charles McKenzie now. He's out there every day marching.
It's both of them.
Yeah.
No, it's both of them.
But I'm just saying, hold on. Hold on now.
I live in Inglewood.
Okay.
So I see
let me
what
just
they
say
do and
something.
what they don't do.
I see him out there. He worked with a lot of young people in the center. Have you ever been up to the center? Now, he do have he worked with a lot of young people.
I see them young kids walking up on Halsted.
Right, but I'm just saying, you need to.
I don't see him.
Okay, but let me tell you. Let me just tell you.
I see the kids.
Let me tell you that. If you go to, he got a program on Saturdays and Sundays. You go up there, you got a lot of kids up there, little kids. I'm just telling you the truth now. I ain't gonna let you beat up on them. Huh? Go ahead, Reb. Because Reb up there with him.
Brother.
Go ahead, Reb.
For my little brother.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I have to cut in, but look, Charles McKenzie, I know personally. Listen, and like I say, anybody that know Mark, come to me. I will vouch for Mark being who Mark is on TV in real life.
Okay, I know who Martin is. I know who he was before he got on TV in real life. Okay, now next.
Good. Understand?
Man,
Now listen.
what you saying?
Understand? Listen. This is not for a debate, baby. It's not for a debate.
I'm just letting you know. Tell me what about that sell food.
I'm trying to introduce myself.
That's what I'm talking about.
Listen.
You ain't got to introduce yourself. Tell me about the sale food they giving out to people in
you on here
Inglewood.
saying things. You on here saying things about people
It's
that
the
you don't
truth.
know. No, it's not the
do,
truth,
baby.
No,
I
it's
got
not
proof.
the truth.
I got proof, baby.
Listen.
I got some cans where people got from there.
We go on the phone, and then you know
You
what I'm saying.
can call
and
the
you tell me if
president.
you know him personally. Do you know him personally?
No, I do not. Because he on here.
All right, then. So listen to me. Listen to me. You ain't got no right to say nothing about
Everybody
talking.
let me explain
You got
something to you,
nothing
baby.
right.
No, let me explain something to you.
Some people have
Harold
their reasons.
Baskin was
But
the
some
mayor.
people have
Harold
their reasons. Some
Baskin
people
was
have
the
their
mayor
reasons.
in Inglewood.
Listen.
He
I'm sorry that he.
Who
I'm sorry that
put him in
I'm
charge
sorry
for
that
kids
Charles
then?
Field.
Stop it.
Maybe he in a way where somebody else.
Hold on, let him talk. Hold on, Lisa, let him talk. I'm gonna let you talk. Let him talk.
Listen, you gotta let me talk, baby.
Let him talk.
About some person that I know personally, and you don't know personally. You don't even know me, but you know Mark. And I keep telling you, Mark know me.
Show them.
Okay, and Mark
Who
know
is
me.
Who is you?
Listen to me.
Who is you?
Listen to me. That's
What
the problem.
you did in
Remember,
Inglewood?
I'm Pastor Hill.
What did
I'm
you do in
Pastor Donnell
Inglewood?
Hill, New Life Resurrection.
Okay, Pastor Donnell Hill.
And if you
What
sit
did
up
you
there and
do in
come over there
Inglewood?
with the same
What did
feeling
you
where
do in
first
Inglewood?
responders is in. If first responders are upstairs, I'm in the auditorium. You can come in here, word of God every day. It's real.
I don't want
It's
to.
real over
I
there.
got my own path. I
It
got my own
ain't
path.
about no
But
show.
what I'm saying is,
Listen.
you talk about
Listen.
your pastor. What did you
Listen.
do in Inglewood? What did
Listen.
you do in Inglewood, sir? What
Listen.
did you do in Inglewood?
You one of those.
Listen,
You one of those.
3 people got killed on
You
my
one of
block.
those.
What you doing in Inglewood? I ain't see you.
You one of the
I ain't
politicians
see you.
inside the church. So how you got the right to say something about Charles McKenzie?
Baby, you a devil. You a devil.
Oh, you
You
got
a
I got
devil.
my own church.
You work with the rest
I'm
of
telling
the
you, I'm a
pastors.
pastor,
That's
but at the
phony.
same time, you
You
gonna tell me I got
phony.
I got
You
my own
phony.
church.
You phony.
Listen to
You phony.
Listen to me.
You
Listen
phony.
to me here.
Martin, what you got to say?
Like,
Oh.
stop, baby.
Because he ain't talking about nothing.
Okay.
He phony.
Yeah.
He phony. I don't
And
fuck with
Lisa,
phony
Lisa, you
people.
supposed
He
to,
phony.
but Lisa, you supposed to get,
Who is a crooked path?
Lisa, you supposed to give him a chance to
I
talk.
would not let you talk about my brother on the phone like that. Not somebody you don't know personally.
Mm.
Mark trying to tell you the man do work in the street, baby. And it's real.
He's saying,
Mark trying to tell you the truth, baby.
Hold on,
And you ain't
let him
listening.
talk.
You going about what you think. You going about, you know what I'm saying, a color. You going about a glimpse. You don't see
Let him
actual
talk,
in the
but let him
glimpse out
talk.
that man.
Go ahead.
No, it ain't about, man. Who is you to tell somebody who to vote for? Now, Jamal has did it in a narrated way where he has set up there and soaked the people in a heart as if he cared about the heart and snatched them right out of their chest. And now he's squeezing it. That man ain't got no, man. He got kicked out of, look, Charles McKenzie kicked Jamal out of Inglewood. Did you know that? So don't judge a book by its cover just because he's going behind. Man, maybe he gets some, maybe he got his up front and he's going with it. He got some kids, he got some real kids out there, kids that's in the field, not his own kid. It's not an individual thing with Charles McKenzie. I know him personally, baby, so let's leave his name out the boat. Now, there's one man that you sit up there seeing, they got the glamour around the world right now. His name is Jamal Green. And he said a whole bunch of lies like he got the youth. He ain't got no youth, baby. He said lies like he been out here and he been squashing beats with. No, he ain't, baby.
Mm.
He said a lot of lies. But the lies that you just said about Charles McKenzie is not true. Let's not judge people by just a decision. Know that man for yourself. Do you know Jamal Green personally?
Mm. Reb, hold it right there.
Please.
Do
you know Jamal Green personally?
Hold on. I got.
Right.
Hold on, Lisa. I got another call. Hold on. Okay, I got 5214. Hold on, Reb. 5214. Come on.
I'm gonna read that back.
Hold on, Lisa.
Hello?
Just hold on. Hey, how you doing, Queen? How you doing? Come on with it, Queen. 52. That's you. 5214. Come on with it.
That's me.
Yes, you.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing. What's
Do I
going
get
on? What do you want to talk
baby
about?
tonight?
No flirting.
I
Listen.
want to know if I could be called baby tonight.
First of all, see you off subject. Now I'm finna go to the next person. See, there you go. Come on now. You got a husband. Just don't play no games with me, Tiff. Come on now. If you're gonna talk. Come on now. This is serious talk. Now
Let me say something after she's finished.
yeah. Go ahead, Tiff. If you're gonna say, go ahead.
Martin,
Go ahead.
that's fine. Can you let everybody know that when you and I talk, please do not cut us off rudely. That's when I get mad. Please, can you tell
Tiffany,
them that?
listen. They're gonna talk. Go and talk. Go ahead and talk. Go ahead and talk.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So what I want to say is, well, I wanted to put a smile on your face. I'm going to get to it.
Tiffany, this is not the time nor the place. You can't do Tiffany. Tiffany, you can't do that, Tiffany. Because see, what you're doing is you starting dissension and stuff like. Please don't do that.
I'm finna eat that motherfucker.
Hold up, Lisa, please.
Okay.
Come on, Tiffany.
Okay, Martin.
Yes, go ahead.
Read that motherfucker.
Okay.
Lisa, we hear you cussing.
People cutting us. People already cutting us off. So Martin, everything. Stop running your mouth.
There you go, Tiffany. Say what you want to say, Tiffany. Come on now. Come on with it.
Well, she's being rude, talking over me. So everything is race first. Look at the segregation, how everybody spends their money and wants to live around. For one, who they identify. Number two, everything is race. Everything is race first, and then we are divided by money. That's it. So, yes, if this was an Asian person running, Hispanic person running, they would all vote for their race first. So that's ridiculous, all this. And, you want to just vote because, no. And then the other thing is, for both of these two who were even running as a mayor, they were just picked. They weren't even, they didn't even.
Let her talk, please.
They were just picked in because it was nobody else. And then the other thing is, Martin, and I want you to reply back to me, please, is nobody wants to talk about guns. And many times you have said that all they want to do is lock up our little bitty boys. And I agree with you. Nobody wants to talk about guns. Me and you, Martin, we know that AR-15s, we know all these, everything, these extendos, we know that they're all illegal to use. Every white boy knows that. They love guns because they go hunting. So that white boy knows guns. Why don't we ever talk about guns? We never talk about guns, Martin. And I think that's why they laugh at us. Because all we do is talk about everything but get out here and say we don't want those illegal guns in the hands of our kids. We never talk about what the real thing is. We ain't going to be able to stop poverty. They're going to still be having a little itty bitty kids at 16, 15, 14. You see what I'm saying? They're getting ready to throw abortion out in the state of Illinois. We don't never talk about what the real problem is, and that's the guns.
Okay.
We'll never be able to stop the killings. Will never stop.
Okay, hold on.
No.
Martin, can I say something real quick, Martin?
Okay.
And the Reverend is a backslider. I want Martin to talk. Reverend, you're a backslider.
Tiffany,
Martin, go ahead,
you can't get on here and do that. You please don't do. We got enough confusion tonight. Please don't start something. You don't know that man from Mechanic Paint. Don't do that man like that. He'll never disrespect you. So don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, please don't do that. Okay, hold on. You know why I muted you because you called call ID block. I'm not taking no call ID block calls. I told you that once before. All right, now, Erica, say something. I got to go to Lisa. Come on, Erica, say something. Okay. I got to go to Lisa. Hold on, Tiffany. No, Tiffany. No, I hold on. Come on, Erica. Come on.
That's what I wanted to say, Brother Martin, because I'm still not deviating away from the contract with Black Chicago.
Right.
I would love to see Brandon get in office. I honestly would. I would love to see him get in office. But I also would love for him to stop
Get me to my
doing us.
motherfucking car.
And I would also like for him to stop ignoring us with the contract. I know his people are listening to your show. I know, I put the contract in his hand, and that is still a deciding factor for me.
Erica,
okay, not
Erica,
only for me.
Erica,
Look,
but I
let
told
me just finish.
no,
Let me
Erica, you got to
finish.
go to
But
where he
Martin,
at,
let me
Erica.
finish, but
You got to go with
Martin,
Erica.
I am going, but Martin,
You
just
gotta
let me
go where you
finish.
get.
I'm sitting and listen to everybody. I'm
Yeah.
just saying I ain't interrupt nobody.
No, and I'm not. I'm just telling you. You keep.
But you ain't let me finish my point.
Go ahead.
You ain't let me finish my point. I wouldn't even, like the sister said a little while ago, it'd be good people that get in office, but when they get in office, they get corrupted. And that is why this contract is so important. We want you to sign on the dotted line saying you are going to commit to doing something for Black people, the same way he's made a commitment to doing for the immigrants, the migrants, and the refugees, the people that cannot cast a vote for him. None of them people can cast a vote for him, but we can. We can put him in office. So I'm just saying that why they can hear me, Martin.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he won't be a good mayor, but like the sister said, they start off good and they get corrupted. So we just need some assurance. That's all.
Okay. Go ahead. That ain't me. That's one of my. I muted him. Okay. Okay. All right. Well. Okay. Let me hang up on these people, man. These people they're so ignorant, though. All right. We get rid of it. Okay. Hold it right there, Sister Erica. Okay. You got your point now. Lisa, go ahead. Please don't cuss. Please. Come on, Lisa. Come on. 8966. Y'all working my nerves now. We got a good show going on, and y'all just, woof. Man.
Hello.
Yeah, come on, Lisa. Watch your language, please.
This 8966. I ain't cause that's that reverend.
Okay.
That reverend think he. What's the only thing I'm telling? What I'm trying to explain to him. I live in Inglewood, right here in Inglewood, 66 in Morgan, in Inglewood. I don't see when Charles McKenzie and all them is on Homestead giving away that stale, no good canned goods, that stale bread, all that. Why they don't take that to the north side? They come and bring that stale stuff to Inglewood, and you see the people didn't want it. They threw them boxes all on the street. They ain't take that stuff. But when they come to the north side and everywhere else, they don't get stale, outdated food. They get good stuff.
Lisa,
they get good food.
Let me say something.
They treat us like, no, Mark, wait a minute. And then I want to say Charles McKenzie was, we finna go back to that, Mark. Charles McKenzie was not the mayor of Inglewood. Harold Baskin was the mayor of Inglewood. Charles McKenzie just made himself the mayor when Harold died.
Okay, Lisa.
I know facts. I'm telling you facts.
Let me just say something, Lisa.
So I can tell that path.
Okay.
No,
Lisa. This is what we're gonna do. Listen to this, Lisa.
Because you already know me.
First of all, I know. I know. First of all, let me just say this. Far as them giving away food, if it's stale, I don't know nothing about that, but it probably is. You know, to give the people expired food and stuff like that. So you can't blame all that on Charles McKenzie. People donate food. Yeah, you can't do that. You cannot do that. Don't do that.
Don't give it out. They don't give it to the white people. They don't give it to the white people, Martin. Quit taking up for him.
No, I'm not taking up for listen. But I can't, Lisa, I can't, hold on, Lisa. I can't let you come on here. Oh, wow. And one thing, let me just say this. Let me just say this. No. It ain't about telling to his face. Listen, one thing I can say about Charles, I'm going to tell you the truth. That's a good brother. That's a real good brother. Now, is he perfect or am I perfect? No. Lisa, you going to let me talk and I listen to you. Now, is he perfect? No. Am I perfect? No. But one thing I can say, I do see the brother out there. I know what he do, Lisa. I know what he do. You may not like him. Hey, it is. Me and Charles don't agree on everything. But that's my brother. And listen, I would defend him when I know he's right. Now, I'm not saying, and I haven't seen him do anything wrong. Only thing I don't agree with Charles, he might be supporting violence, but I'm not gonna stop speaking to him for that. But I know he's a good brother.
Well, I don't care who supports violence.
Right. I'm just saying.
Who supports violence. I'm saying that.
Right.
Saying that they can support violence all they want to, but they come in Inglewood like they care about Inglewood. Paul Vallis ain't been in Inglewood, so who gonna vote for him in Inglewood?
He was in there the other day.
They got all that bullshit. They got all the flyers all around here.
Let me ask you a question.
Is that the path?
It's past
Is
the
that
hill.
the path?
It's
Is that the fake path? I'm gonna call it
Listen,
fake path.
listen.
What fake path?
Hey, Reb, hold up. Reb,
Huh?
y'all hold up for a minute. This is what we're gonna do. This is what we'll do. Lisa, this is what I need you to commit, or I ain't gonna be able to let you talk. Let him talk for about 2 minutes and without you interrupting him. And I'm gonna give you the same amount of time. Okay? I'm gonna give you even if he say something that you don't agree or you don't like, just hear him out. Let me get my stop clock. So because I'm not trying to, I don't want, one thing, listen, one thing about me, I ain't no here to destroy no man's character. But I'm here to tell the truth and shame the devil. And I know Charles personally.
I'm just not showing the That's what the show's supposed to be about. Tell the truth and shame the devil. You say tell the truth and shame the devil.
Okay.
Tell the truth.
Okay, Reb, Elisa,
devil.
I'm finna let Reb talk. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes, Reb. Come on, 2 minutes. I got the stop clock going.
I'm finna wake up them demons. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that demon out of you real quick. Because the first demon that I hear is a liar. You understand? If you don't know no one personally, you have no right under the thought of nature and good thinking. If you don't know nobody personally, you ain't got no right to judge them. And then I could tell you how many youth and what kind of youth Charles take care of. You understand? 40 kids walking around. Yeah, you see them. I mean, everybody on social media. I'm on social media every Sunday. That's how you get around and get the word out, and even whether you good or bad. That's one way that people use social media. You see them around, but you don't see what they doing off the camera. That's what I'm saying. You saying this mother and all this, trying to sound good, like you tough, you arrogant with it. Yeah, I understand that. But what I'm letting you know is you speaking what you don't know, Miss Lady. You speaking what you don't know. Now, everybody on here may be like, man, he's supposed to be a pastor. He sounding like this. He sounding all aggressive. And no, I'm speaking truth. The truth. No, I don't know. And shaming the devil. Appreciate it. I'm saying, yelling in the pulpit every Sunday. Now, if you want to hear some more truth, you can come to New Life Resurrection Ministries on Sundays at 12 o'clock. The unadulterated word of God is preached there every single Sunday. I'm not no fake. I'm not no guinea. I'm not owned by nobody. I follow the Lord. I walk with a spirit, and it's a vibrant spirit. It's a spirit of value. You know what I'm saying? So you got to
10
understand.
seconds.
Stop speaking what you don't know.
10 seconds.
I only got on here because I'm protecting my brother and his image, because you trying to air it out there in front of thousands that watches this page and watches this live.
Hey, Reb. That's
and I'm
it.
sitting up there, I'm shaming the devil on that.
Reb,
You
okay.
understand? You're wrong.
Hey,
You
Reb,
don't walk out
okay.
there with him.
You got 2 minutes, Reb. That's it. That's it. Come on, Lisa. Lisa, you got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Hold on. I'm gonna let you talk. Lisa.
Okay, here go my 2 minutes. Well, I'm gonna tell the fake Reb. I will not come to your church. My pastor is Demetrius Christ, original Philadelphia Missionary Baptist Church. He is a real pastor. He's not fake. And he works with the police, the 7th district. Don't you know preacher pastor? You know the police preacher pastor? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Go ahead. Hold on. Go, Lisa. Go. Somebody needs to mute their phone.
And like I said, Charles McKenzie, no, I don't know him personally. I ain't trying to get to know him personally. But what I'm telling you is he give out fake food. All of them give out fake food. Even some of the pastors give out fake food. Now what?
Martin.
Yeah, hold on. No, your phone is not on mute.
That's a be fair. And then you sitting up there talking about what you did for Inglewood. Pastor, What you did for Inglewood? When them people get killed around here, I don't see you nowhere around here. Nowhere. Pastor, where you be at?
He's a
where you be at?
Just forget.
Because I call Martin all the time when something going on. So where you be at? Stop it. Stop it. Be for real. Be for real, because I'll call you out. I'll call you out. When something going on. So where you be at? Stop it. Stop it. Be for real. Be for real.
Somebody give me feedback.
Somebody got to put their phone on mute because I'll get the feedback, y'all. That's not good. Getting the feedback. Okay.
My G.
Yeah, hold on. That's you, Charles?
Yes, sir. What's up? What's up?
Go ahead, bro. Talk. Yeah, that's Charles. Listen,
That's
baby.
good. That's good. That's good. He on the phone.
One mic.
'Cause what
One
I
mic.
say once, I can
One
say
mic.
it again.
Go ahead, Charles.
So check it out, man.
Go ahead.
Check it out, man. You don't know me. I don't know you, but like the brother said, you can't.
Let him talk.
You can't.
Let him talk.
You don't do the shit.
Let him talk, lady.
You don't do the
Lisa.
shit. No, let me talk. No, let me talk.
Hold
you
on.
say you know Hair Basket is my people for real, for real. My blood.
Hair Basket is my cousin. Hair Basket is family. We family.
That's what
We
you
family.
don't know.
This something you don't know,
No.
nigga. We family.
But listen. This you don't know, man.
So stop.
You don't.
Lisa,
We
let
all
him
live
talk.
together, right?
Let him talk.
You don't know me. I don't know you, ma'am. People not doing
And
nothing.
you can get to know me. It's easy. It's easy.
Lisa.
If you in Inglewood,
Hold on,
you
Lisa.
should know me. It's
Hold-
easy.
Hey, Lisa. Let Charles talk. I'm gonna let you talk. Go ahead, Charles.
Let me tell you something. When they looted in Inglewood, me and Derek Smitty stood on Inglewood at the Inglewood Center and made sure they did loot in Inglewood. When Black Lives Matter came to Inglewood, me and Derek Smitty Smith stood in front of Black Lives Matter in the state of police station. When our young boys act out of Inglewood, I got 30 to 40 of them. Nobody giving me funding for them. I do this out of my own pocket by the grace of Allah. You not doing nothing for Inglewood. I don't see you, but ma'am, the old
I see the
fool, I
kids.
don't do that.
I see the kids by themselves. You don't need to be with them.
No.
Don't know it. Don't be with them. Don't know it.
Look on
Don't
my
be
page.
with them.
Listen,
Nigga, I'm
ma'am,
taking
ma'am.
pictures and
Look
show
on my
people
page.
what you fake to. Shut up.
Hey, listen. You can call me whatever you want to call me.
Mute her. Martin,
Listen, you gotta let him talk. Go ahead,
Listen,
Charles.
My stuff so active by itself, man. So you gotta understand. You say I'm gonna be out there, just go on my Facebook page. My track record speaks for itself. I ain't gotta say no more. But I'm not like everybody else. I've never been a sellout. Everybody who know me for real, they know I'm the truth. I give a person a shirt off my back. But that old fool, I don't do that. I go all the way to the west side to get stuff to bring it back. And we got pastors, in the community that don't support. I go all the way to Black Man United to the west side. And Martin tell you, and bring 18-wheelers back to Inglewood. People not doing that. That's by the grace that I can do that. You don't know me, I don't know you. If you want to know me, ask about me. Don't ask nobody else. You ain't got facts. You say you some kid of Hair Basket. You can't be. You can't be. And I ain't wait till Hair Basket pastor took the torch. He passed me the torch. I was under his umbrella. Yes, he passed me the torch because he got too old and he said, you the young man, you can take the leadership. And I took the leadership. Ain't nobody give me that title. I earned it because I cut grass for the scenes. I shovel the people's snow. I knock on my neighbor's door. I do this. We at the gas station pumping people gas. We at the grocery stores cutting the grocery stores. It's all on my page. It's all facts. I'm not telling you nothing wrong. If you don't know me, look on my page. I do this every single day. And I still love you, sister. I promise you. Because the haters going to keep me motivated and keep me lifted and keep me going. I love that. And I love you, sister. I'm not going to stop supporting whatever I'm doing. That's just the devil. That's it. But guess what? If you want to know me, just look on my page. You will see. You can't never say I'm not out there. Anybody that's on this platform will tell you. Mackenzie out there every single day. I don't sit in the office. I can't sit in the office. Because when I was 15, I was part of the problem. Now I'm part of the solution to make a change and a difference to help other individuals like myself. That's my story. You don't know my story. You ain't been through what I've been through. And you got to be careful when you talk to people because you don't know who I am for real, for real. I changed my life, but I got other young people under my leadership.
Mm-hmm. True. Hey, Charles, tell us about that.
You don't know me at all. More than tell you.
Yeah,
I go all the way to the west side to pick up 18 with
I went with him.
Furniture. I have kids that's less fortunate parties at my center for free. I do it for free. I have programs on Saturdays for free. No government giving me no money. I do this out of my own pocket. Nobody give me no funding. So when you talk about food, baby, food where? Stop it. I got the store owners in the Inglewood community giving people stuff for free. You gotta ask about me. You gotta do my history when I exposed the bait truck. You gotta ask about me. I'm the truth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I told
When
you.
I'm not talking about what somebody telling you. You learn people for yourself. You can't go by what people telling you. Learn me for yourself. If you want to know something about me, you call and ask me. Don't ask nobody. You can't be paying attention to my page because you said I'm not out here. That's a shame. But the haters gonna continue to keep me motivated, and that's what I do for these young people. That's why I'm out every single day, because it's gonna be haters. It's gonna be haters every single day. But guess what? It's a lot of stuff I don't agree with a lot of people. It's a lot of stuff I don't agree with Jamal say. But guess what? That's my brother at the end. At the end of the day.
Can I say something, Martin?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just feel like this platform is used for a lot more resourceful things than us biting each other neck off and head off and proving who we are. I mean, how can we expect somebody else? How can we expect unity and expect us to come together, and we can't even come together on this platform and agree on who to vote on? Everybody got their own opinion on who they want to vote on. They entitled to it. I mean, we gotta show some respect. It starts with us, man. Like yelling at each other and cussing at each other and not showing the proper respect. Man, this is embarrassing, man.
Yeah, well, let me just let me say this too. Let me just say this too. The brother came on here and defend his name. I tried to explain it. You know, I said, no, I can't let you do that. One thing about me, I know what Charles do. I know what he do personally. So I can't let nobody come on here and say what he's not doing. I know what he's doing. Now, as far as the food being stale and all that, that's how, I mean, we all get donated food and stuff. They donate food. I mean, you know, they're going to donate expired food and people give it away. Some people look forward to having that food. So I know his heart. I know what type of heart he got. I know. I've been knowing Charles quite a while now to know what type of heart he got. You know what I'm saying? And I know he don't carry hate in his heart. You know what I'm saying? That I do know. You know, that I do know. So
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
I've known him for 8 years.
Right.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Hey, to add on to the brother that just spoke, you know, this is, I've just been listening to the conversation. It's just like, we all over the place with what we talking about.
No, but see what happened. Hold on. But let me just say this. You're true. When she involved Charles McKenzie name, we was on Jamal Green. When she involved, then I stopped it there. Then she just, you know, I was like, hold on now, hold it. You know, I can't let you say that about that brother. I know that brother person. It would be wrong for me to let her blab off like that and I don't say nothing. Because I believe in my heart that Charles would do the same thing for me. You know, if I wasn't present, because he know my character. I know his character. I know what he will do and I know what he won't do. I know I've watched him. He's one of the few that I can put my life on the line that I know he a righteous brother. Now, listen, if he don't like you, guess what? He gonna get out your way. He gonna do what he do. Don't come in his path. You don't come in his path. That's the type brother he is. Now, I know that for a fact.
And the thing is with, and the thing is with the old fool, like you people got to understand though, you know, well, I don't know why us as a people that we always feel like we always entitled to something though. Like us as a people though, like people do stuff out the greatest, out the kindness of their heart. Regardless if the food is old, if it's new, it's donated. So I don't want people to get wrapped up in saying, oh, they got the good food on the north side, vice versa. They got to give us the bad food in Inglewood. Stop being so biased. You don't know that to say that though. You're not up north. You don't know if they're getting old food or not. So it's like, you know, and another thing to add with Jamal, it's like, I feel like we contradicting ourselves. Everybody's saying he got a right to vote for who he want to vote for. But we getting mad that he voted for, that he endorsed
brother.
Like
Hold on. Let me say this. Every man that's an adult here, the registered voter, you have a right to vote for whoever you want to. For you to come on this show and say that he's not endorsing nobody. We talking about endorsing. He still could have voted for Paul Vallis. That's his personal business. But when you come out and make a press conference, and when you have people that follow you, you know, that supported you, that believed in you, he owed them an explanation. That's all I'm saying. He got to right endorse whoever he want to do. But a lot of people lead him. For him to be an activist and saying F12 and do all these other things, and you turn around and vote for somebody like him that the racist police, fraternal police support. So that's what the people was crying about. Now, he could have went in a voting pool and vote for whoever he want and kept his mouth closed. But he came on this show and said that he's staying out of it. He gonna be new. That's exactly what he said, brother. Now, he don't owe me no explanation. He owed it to the people that follow him and voted for him. Why did you make this choice? He don't owe me no explanation. Because I knew what he was headed to.
What he did to you, and that was wrong. Yeah, that was wrong what he did to you, Martin. I had seen what he did. He came on the show. Right after that, he made that video, used your video without your permission. I think that was kind of wrong, though. Yeah, I didn't like how he did that.
No, I didn't like it either, man. I mean, I thought we was bigger than that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to, I got invited to a function to video. Now, you gonna snip my video, make it say one thing and put it on another platform. You didn't call me and tell me, hey man, I use your video. Come on now, bro. We don't get out like that. You know what I'm saying? Then for you to
24 hours.
Yeah, that was less than 24 hours. So what that tell you about I got snake. And that's not a good feeling.
Wow. Snake will bite you.
Yeah, you know, I got listen, yeah.
Don't forget that I'm still here.
Listen, Tiffany.
Talk to Charles. I like
No, Tiffany. All you gotta do is go to Charles' page, request to be his friend. Okay, that's all you have to do.
No, I want to ask him a question on the live.
Is he Charles? You still here? Charles, is Charles still here?
What's going on?
Okay, yeah. She want to ask you. What question you want to ask Charles? Come on with it.
I'm gonna ask him, Charles.
Ask him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Hey, I see everything that you've been doing over the last 5 years. You feed them children. You help them old people. I see you do the backpack giveaway. The backpack go back to school. I see, man, I love people like you, Martin, and a few others. So I wanted to say that, and then I want to ask you a question. The question is, and if you can't hear me, just let me know. I'm going to say it again, okay? So the question is, do you get phone calls? Do you get text messages? Do you get door knocks? Do you get flyers through at least since October to current for this campaign?
I get it all the time.
Okay, so you're getting it all the time, the text message for this campaigning.
All the time.
Okay, and this is Charles, right?
Yeah, and what else, Tiffany? What else you want to know? Come on now, we got to move it on.
No, that's what yeah. That's all I wanted to say to him. And I just want to say again, Martin.
Can I chime in?
Something about guns.
Okay, can I chime in?
Yeah, who was that?
I appreciate
it. This brother Robert G. Brown.
I don't want to hear from the back.
Okay, hold up, Tiffany. I got Robert G. Brown. Come on, Robert.
Yeah, okay. And I want to say,
Charles.
I
want to say this.
Go ahead, Robert.
Okay, I want to say this. Hold on. I want to say this. Charles is a good brother. I met Charles in 2016 at the St. Sabina Peace March. He introduced me to his organization and God's Gorilla. Me, Ricardo Holyfield, we feed the homeless on the Wacker Drive every month on a Friday. On a Friday. I was introduced to Charles, and Charles got a heart. And we even helped pass out the Christmas stuff on house.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell y'all something too. I remember a lot of times Charles paid my phone bill with no question. I'm telling you, Charles, I'm gonna tell the truth. Charles,
yeah, you tell the truth, brother. If nobody bid,
if nobody bid, but I'm just telling. I'm speaking of his character. That's why I know Charles personally. That's what I'm saying, people. It would be crazy for me not to say nothing to defend his character, though. I know how you get down. Trust me, people.
Can I drop something in Charles' ear?
Go ahead, Marcus.
Food, because I work with food when I'm not doing photography.
Right.
There's a program called Rescuing Leftover Cuisine. Look that up. They give away tons of food that the restaurants don't use. They eventually throw it out, but they give it to this organization. This organization sends people like me to deliver it to people like y'all to give it to the people on the street. Good
But
food.
really,
now.
like, I'm
Look
gonna
it
be
up.
honest.
It's called
Listen,
Rescuing Leftover Cuisine.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know where she get that old food, because Martin tell you I'm connected with all
I
the
know you
restaurants.
don't. Hold up. I know
Yeah,
you
I'm
don't
connected
give
with like
old food.
even
I've
with
taken
the
some-
restaurant on Harlem, 87 in Harlem, Chicken Coop. I'm giving out free. We give out free fresh chicken. I'm connected with them, so I mean that. I don't do that. I mean, last time I gave out groceries, that was a wild deal. But everything I do, I get it cooked in front of you. When I just did the Harold's food truck right there on 66 and Halsted, fed 400 people. So,
well, I'm giving you this. I'm giving you this because I know a lot of people don't know about it. The white folks know about it, but they get the food directly from the hotel restaurants. And come to think of it, I used to work at a hotel. The Marriott used to throw away tons of food that wasn't even touched. But this organization, if you look it up online, you can reach out to them, and you will have that organization as well as all the other organizations you deal with working with you. They come and they deliver it to the site as much as you need. And it's good food. I know you give away good food. You've done great things in Inglewood. I think what people are really mad about is that what's going on in this city right now. I think people are mad about some of these activists endorsing Paul Vallis for mayor. And if I was an activist myself, I'm a photojournalist, I will not endorse anybody. I would stay away from it. And when I go in the booth, nobody has to know who I voted for. I don't have to tell them. But the black community is mad, and they're lashing out all kind of ways. I'm from original Philadelphia. Pastor Demetrius Kleist is still my pastor, even though I don't always agree with him on a lot of things. But I'm from Inglewood. So I've seen what you do. I knew Hal Baskin. Hal Baskin was a good guy, was a great guy.
Yeah, agree. I remember I met Hal Baskin. Matter of fact, I met Hal Baskin. I was with J. Maul had did something in Inglewood one time. And so Hal Baskin said, yeah, he said, Martin, listen, come here, let me talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Out of love, he said, listen, bro, next time I said, listen, I didn't do nothing in Inglewood. I was with J. Maul. He said, but let me let you know, next time you do something in Inglewood, let us know, check in with us. Because we put a lot of blood, sweat in Inglewood. And he was right. Even though I was living in Inglewood at that time, he was right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, when people come in Inglewood and visit, you're supposed to let people know what's going on. Hey, such coming in the area, boom. You know, just let them know. I don't see nothing wrong with that, period. I mean, that's just love, out of love. You know what I'm saying? That's just...
Yeah. Because y'all, just like what Herb Baskin was saying.
Yeah.
You got people that's out here like what I do every single day, fight the decreases violence throughout the city with the lack of resources that I have. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So of course, somebody coming in and trying to say they do an XYZ in Inglewood and never did nothing, but the people who on the ground every single day that's fight every single day to decrease this stuff, it's like a smack in our face. So that's why we go so hard the way we do at Inglewood when people come over here, because they know Inglewood is the popular thing now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Martin, can I ask Charles?
No more
please?
questions.
Martin,
No more questions. No more questions. No more questions. No more questions. And
y'all want to sit here and talk about
hey,
stale
listen,
food. Who
listen.
cares about stale food? We get
Listen, mute it. You ain't coming up here running nothing. Come on, crazy. Who else on here didn't say anything? Because I'm sorry.
Yes.
Hey, Reb, you still here?
Yeah, I want to.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm just teared up and defend my name.
Hold on. Hey, Reb, hold on. Somebody said, hold on, Reb. Somebody said Martin on here telling lies on his live. Martin on here telling. Okay, won't you call in, baby girl? What's your name? Key? Call in. Call in and tell me what lie I told. Call in and
They
tell
don't
me.
even vote, man. I wouldn't even deal with them. They don't even vote.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
But
Matter of fact, I'm
don't
finna
even
block you right
I
now.
wouldn't even deal with them people.
Yeah, you're right.
Block
You're
me.
right.
We ain't deal with it, man.
Right, you're right.
the
Thank
thing.
you.
No,
Thank you. Go ahead.
Everybody that come on this page, you know what I'm saying, don't come on here for the right reason. See, Mark, this is the thing. Look at me, look at you, and look at Charles. Look at 3 righteous men on your page. We can come on your platform, and whether it's your platform or whether it's off your platform, what we do, we support you. If you see us, hey, Rev, if we see you in the streets, and it's been like this for years, it's being marked. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up? We'll come up on your scene. You know what I'm saying? This is deeper than we see real work going on. We see real hearts. You know what I'm saying? So when you got a man like us that got real hearts, whether it's small things you do, you could be leading 1, you could be leading 40, you could be leading 31,000, 35,000. But at the same time, look what God sit up there and put 3 righteous men to do. Sit up there and get the notary. Obviously, we got to be popular. If we got to be fake, and if we got to be doing this, that means somebody watching and they don't like what they see going on. See,
They jealous. They jealous.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? See, if you want to know me, I'm the one that when Harifa Gustin sit up there and they kill Harifa Gustin, when the police kill Harifa Gustin on 31st of Jeffrey, I'm the one who holds the healing of a messed up community that stood up there and was dealt with violence and the act of backlash from the community once that man was shot. I healed that community through the visual. That was the last words for him because he had no family at all. And I ain't getting nothing out of that. I seen all these non-for-profit organizations that they was sitting up there and they was about this and they was about that. I seen them coming through the doors. Y'all always been who I am today. God just elevated. Now I got a platform. And who's safe? You know what I'm saying? The number is ask Charles. I open up the door to the church and sit up there and be in there by myself, praise the Lord. If don't nobody want to sit up there and be come and hear the gospel. But at the same time, what you got to understand, people that get on here, they'll think they know you. That's why, look, I got my own people that sit up there, man, don't say nothing, don't say, man, I'm saying something. If we don't say nothing, we fall for anything. You take my track record, look up Dionell Hill on Google and find out. Look up Dionell Hill. Find out where I come from, too. Find out where I come from. I come from the ones that got a small number. You understand what I'm saying? Learn my people. So people want to sit up there talking about what they know, who they is. Look, I know Charles. Charles learned me. People don't understand. Me and Charles conversate right now. When they talk about what y'all doing, guess what? God putting a plan together right now. And y'all don't even know it. So why people want to come on here and talk about who we are, fake pastor and Charles, man, we ain't going to sit up there and conversate no minute to sell food because Charles don't even get food away from that building. He ain't even under Shepherd's Hope. He's under first responder. I'm not under Shepherd's Hope. I'm under New Life Resurrection. So understand who he is. We real men out there doing this by ourselves. With the people that's behind us, supporting us by ourselves. All that money, no.
But you know what, brother? They jealous. They hate. Leave them right where they at. Most definitely.
Yeah. Because I mean,
this is James. Yeah, this is James Poole, Chicago Against Violence.
Hey, James. What's up, Jay?
What's up, man? All right. JJ. Yep.
Yeah. Because, hey, listen, I ain't going to lie, man. Hey, I was in the jam so many times. Charles blessed me, man. And because I know he got a heart. You know what I'm saying? And to my knowledge, he never told nobody. I always say it. You know, you know how some people do something for you and go whisper behind your back, hey, I paid the Graham Chase phone bill. He couldn't pay a phone. You know how some people, I ain't never heard it got back to me that he paid my phone bill from nobody. Because, you know, people talk.
Well, Mark, but do you call that real brother? That's real love, man. You know what I'm saying? When people do it from their heart, ain't nobody got to never know. What you do in secret, nobody ever got to know because you always going to get blessed. It's nobody's business. Right. It's you my brother, and I call you my brother. Whatever go on behind the scene, I go to my grave with it. It's nobody's business. That's called loyalty. Loyalty over everything.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, Charles, whatever side of the fence you on, baby, you better watch these snakes out here, man, because they biting, man. Because I got bit the other day by a king cobra. You know what I'm saying? Man, it wasn't even 24 hours, man. I promise you, man. These people out here, man, they hungry. They hungry, man, and they ain't right, man. Listen, I'm just gonna say this, bro. Some of these people, they don't care nothing about black people who they serving. All they care about is their pocket. Right. That's it. That's it. That's right. That's it.
Amen.
You know, and that's, listen, how many years Inglewood got neglected? Roseland and all these communities, man. Come on, man. We need resources in these communities.
Man, they getting them bags, man, and taking them bags with them.
Yeah.
They don't even do nothing for the communities.
Yeah.
That's why I'm on them like I'm on them.
Yeah.
You know what I want to say, but I ain't gonna say it on your live.
Please don't. Whatever. I don't. But let me just say this, people.
You know me.
Yeah. Listen. All right. Listen, people. I'm telling you, people. I've been fair with a lot of people. I have been filming people for years. And I try. It ain't too many activists out here in the city of Chicago that I didn't support. Now, I don't know everybody, but it's not too many out here that I did not support at all. For that brother to try to snake me, I mean, just snake me. Don't get mad at me because you did what you did and everybody teasing you. I ain't got nothing to do with that. You chose who you wanted to choose. You know, just like Charles, I'm doing you right now. The man got on my live. I'm telling you, I promise God, I think you was on there that day. I took up for the man. I said, hold on, y'all. They was calling J. Maul a sellout. I said, hold on. To my knowledge, J. Maul didn't support nobody. That's what I said. To my knowledge.
Yep.
And he came on and said it, you know, and that's what I said. Because I didn't want, you know, the worst thing I want somebody to do is come on my live and dog somebody's character, and especially it's not true. And it's not true. You know, and a lot of his supporters came over here today. They mad at him. I mean, they need to call him. I said, you need to ask him why he did what he did. You know, that's him.
I voted for him. I sat down with him. I seen his arrogance, but at the same time, I still supported the young man because my people from my hood, they told me, okay, you know what I'm saying? Sit down and get to know him. Even though I was about to vote for Brandon Johnson, bro. But I voted for Jamal Green. I sat down with this man personally, eye to eye. And I do the Jamal, that's why I stepped back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He was the same kind of one to sit up there and promising people stuff, you know what I'm saying, that he knew that he wasn't going to do. Look at the people he had around him. Man, you ain't got no power. You sit up there lying to people like this, man.
Only thing I could do is say, you know, I know Jamal. That brother just ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he ain't
All I
right.
got to say.
Yeah.
He ain't right. I ran across a lot of people lately. A lot of people say that he owes them money.
Mm.
That nigga a hustler. That nigga a hustler. That's all he is.
All I got to say. That's bad to say.
Wow, you know, hey. Well, I tell you one thing. I tell you one thing. He should know snake. He ain't gonna never get a chance to bite me. I don't care. We don't never speak again. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna never get a chance to bite me no more. I ain't going for that. That's the last straw right there. And that's public. I'm saying public. We're no longer talking. He's not my friend. I want nothing to do with him. Until he apologizes publicly, then we can talk. But if he don't apologize publicly what he did to me with my video, ain't no talking, period. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Apologize to your face, man. What you doing?
No, he gonna do it on Facebook. He gonna do it, but what he did, listen, if you did it behind my back, you do it publicly. If I wrong Charles, if I wrong Reb, I wrong any one of them on here, I'm gonna go publicly and say, hey, I was wrong. I'll say it. That's the type of guy I am. And I don't believe in asking nobody for no apology, because if I got to ask you for one, you don't mean it. That's it.
That's true.
So I don't beg no man. But one thing I ain't gonna tolerate, you ain't gonna snake me, and when I know I've been righteous towards you, that ain't gonna happen. Trust me. You're not gonna snake me. And you know, and the deal is, I thought we had to understand if we have a disagreement, we ain't gotta go to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna snake me and take my video and make it say what you want to say. And everybody pointing at me. They ain't gonna text me and say you must be on Brandon payroll. Brother, I never talked about Brandon no money. Charles, you know how I get down, man. If I do something, I do it because I want to do it. Trust me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at nobody. Listen, I've been talking about Brandon Johnson for every day. But listen, some people that's my friends is voting for Paul Vallis. I'm not gonna start speaking to him, but I like Brandon Johnson. That's who I'm for. I'm not straddling the fence. I'm not straddling the fence at all. I know who I like. But I tell you this, I'm not on his payroll. Nah. And if I was, it wouldn't be nothing wrong with it. Because I'm putting in some work. Nah. Because I know the backdoor dealer. I know, we already know who be shaking people down. So don't let me go there.
Yeah.
We know that. We know who people be dealing with.
Naming names, I'm just joking.
Yeah, you know.
When we start naming names.
Yeah, you know.
What's going on, Martin?
Yeah, ain't nothing to it. What's going on? Who I'm talking to there? Who's this?
It's Brother Hakeem.
What's up, Brother Hakeem?
Brother Hakeem from the original Vince. Man, I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing fantastic.
Good.
Now, you know, I told y'all this 8-9 years ago, and y'all jumped on me and y'all beat me up. And I told y'all that boy was the next Jesse. I told y'all that Jedediah was the next Al Sharpton. Y'all all jumped on me. Y'all beat me up. Y'all said, man, why y'all don't give the young brothers a chance? I said, Martin, I've been in this game long enough, and I know what they own. And I said, it is not for the benefit of the people. I know the true activists in this community that's doing real work. And if you're not coming from an organization and you're not coming from a hierarchy or some structure that was in the community before you and you knew just coming in the community, you are not coming in the community in good faith. If you ain't coming in and you ain't working with somebody and ain't got no partnerships of working in this community. There are real activists we got in our community that don't get enough shine. Joseph Williams, Charles McKenzie. These brothers are doing real work. You know why they doing real work? Because you got the people that can testify to the work that they do. I ain't talking about what you stand on the podium and say you did and stick your chest out and talk about what you done did. I'm talking about what did the people say? What did the people see? The people that you say you serving in the community, what are they saying? You know, I just hope we don't let this politics get us in a situation where we pick permanent sides against our own people. Because at the end of the day,
but you know what? They already doing that because they mad at each other about who's getting a grant, who's getting what type of grant, the money, everything. All of them are already jealous of each other. So it's not, you know what I mean? It's already going on.
Yeah, but those of us that got the heart of a real activist that's really doing the work, we can't let ourselves be disassociated from our people, like Martin was alluding to earlier. He said, hey, I still got friends that voting for violence. That don't mean I'm going to cut my friendship off with them because they voting for violence. I just know where I stand, and I'm not towing no line. I'm picking sides, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Pick your side. Choose your poison. You know, but at the same time, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, no matter who get down there on the 5th floor, us that's in Inglewood and in these other respective communities, we still got to stand our ground, hold our post, and do what we got to do, because I don't care who get in that office, it ain't Lori, and they finna let them police back in this community without any instruction, without any regulation on them or nothing else. If Lori didn't do nothing else, she told them police, stand down. You can't arrest a Chicago public school student unless you got the principal permission. You can't do this, you can't do that. She tied their hands and she made it safe for our community again, for the real activists to come in and be able to have some power and be able to have some influence over the community. When that woman leave that office, I don't care who get in there, them police gonna get sent back to the community. And those of us that's talking about all this work we doing, I'm gonna see what y'all gonna do when she leave that 5th floor and somebody else get in there.
All right now. Hey, hold it.
Because the glove's gonna be off.
Hold it right here. Let me play this. Since J Mal want to stream, I'm gonna give him something to look at. I want to give him something to look at. Look at this. Listen to this, people. Listen to. Go ahead. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let me play this video real quick.
The rank and file police officers, and that's why I have the FOP endorsement.
Well, Paul is the only white guy in the race and supported by the racist Fraternal Order of Police. Need I say more?
See, that's what I'm talking about, people. Double talking. Make your stand. Make your stand. This is real. Make your stand. And listen. Can't no brother out here ever say that I cut their throat for some money. Can't none of them say that. None of them, or stabbed them in the back, or sold them out. None of them. None of them. That ain't my character. The man was worried about if I was getting money from Brandon Johnson capping that. If I was, that ain't none of your business. I don't ask you your business. I don't ask you how you bought your big house, your Tesla, your Cadillac truck. That ain't none of my business. That's your business. I can care less. You know, people want to be in, watch other people's pockets. Come on. You done messed up with the community. You got to make it right. These people believed in you. Rev supported you. Other people I know that donated money to your campaign. You know, come on now. And you owe them. You owe them an apology. Tell them why you did what you did. You know what we're going through. You was out there on the protest with us. You led some of these protests. Matter of fact, you called a case. People kept saying that was fake. That was staged. I didn't know what it was. But you called a case. It's on your record. Whether it's fake or not, it's on your arrest record. You didn't get no conviction. Thank God. Yeah. Now you are, listen, I was the last person that was standing with you. And you're going to snake me. Come on, man.
Hey, Martin.
Yeah.
You was his whole credibility piece, bro.
Yeah.
I stopped talking about him because him being affiliated with you, I didn't want to post salt on you because you was promoting the man, you was supporting the man, and I said, well, if Uncle Martin over there with him, I'm gonna lay down. Martin, no. Martin got great discernment. Martin ain't no little kid. Martin know what's going on. If Martin stand behind him, then it must be something Martin see that I don't see. So I'm gonna trust Martin's judgment. I'm gonna fall back.
Well, you know what?
That's how I dealt with Jamal.
And let me just say this, man. Jamal, I was trying to school Jamal on a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? And Jamal would get into a lot of people, start a lot of fights, and got into fights for this brother. You know what I'm saying? And it just,
he sure did.
And it's a lot of time, man. Jamal stopped speaking for a whole year. Y'all didn't never know that. I didn't go public with it. I just said, you know what, let me leave Shorty alone until, you know, because sometimes his head swell up. I said, you know, it's time me to back up off him, you know? And listen, we done a lot. We worked on protests together. We worked good together, you know, until his head started swelling up. Because, see, I told the brother, I said, brother, this can't be just about you only. It had to be about everybody. You didn't stand out there with Chase by yourself. You wasn't the only one.
Sure,
but you take the credit, though. You wasn't the only one at the nail salon, but you take the credit. Come on, listen, brother.
They take the credit, take the bag.
Let me say this. As great as Charles McKenzie is, listen, Charles wouldn't be nothing if he didn't have no kids, if they didn't support him. He'd go out there and support them, shoveling snow, knocking on people's door.
Charles do what a lot of men can't do, bro.
Right.
I'm sorry. Charles do what a lot of men can't do. You got to have a certain kind of heart for your people to be able to tame the ones that Charles deal with, bro.
Right. Man, listen.
Charles got the ones Charles got the ones that be having us scratching our head like, damn, should we call the police on them?
Listen.
Miss Chilwell said, no, we gonna call Charles first.
I would tell you.
But you know what? I saw Charles over on 81st in Cottage Grove shoveling snow with them kids. And I pulled over. I said, what the hell y'all doing over here? Because I would have never expected them seeing them over on Cottage Grove and not Inglewood.
Right.
But I got to give it to the brother. The brother is everywhere.
Yeah. And you know what? He will help you, people. Jamal, he will help you. Talking about Charles McKenzie, he will help you. Trust me. And listen, and one thing I can say, I went to an appreciation of Charles. And I ain't gonna lie, I cried, man, because his lady, she got some grown kids, some teenagers, and the children. Anytime you get, you know, most young children, they don't like their mama talking to another man if it ain't the daddy. But his queen spoke, her children, that's not even his, spoke highly of that brother. I mean, highly. I mean, was crying. He said, we thank you for making my mama happy. I started crying. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no punk either, but it was just so emotional. See, when listen, one thing about children, they don't lie. They speak the truth. They may not can't explain it. You know what I'm saying? They know when somebody's good for their mama or father. They know it. They vibe or tell it. So I'm speaking on his character, people. I'm telling you, this is real. And I'm going to tell you, it's one brother on here right now was just talking, and Charles McKenzie. I can call them 3 o'clock in the morning. They'll come to my rescue if I need. If I got a flat tire and I'm stranded somewhere, I guarantee you I can call 2 of them brothers right now on this live right now. Charles McKenzie and Poole right now. God, my witness, I can call them. And guess what? If I run short and need my phone bill, I know Poole will pay my phone bill, and I know Charles will pay it if I need him to do it. And I ain't worried about him telling nobody. But that's not the case. But these are the people that you got to keep close to you. You got to. You got to defend their character when people say things. And I don't even know how we got on Charles McKenzie's name. Yes, I do. Lisa brought it. I said, hold on.
Hey, Mark, the light been shining. That's it.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, when you know you climbing up that ladder, man, things happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
True. That brother's a servant, bro. When
Yeah,
we was
he
at
is.
Inglewood STEM, trying to calm the kids down.
Man, listen.
And we had one we just couldn't do nothing with. And I'm like, man, look, we either gonna have to do something to this kid, or we gonna have to get them people on him. Something gotta happen, because he about to send this thing up. Somebody said, hold on, I'm gonna call Charles. God is my witness. We saw this boy 3 days later with an Inglewood responder vest on, marching in the thing, holding a sign, picking up paper, sweeping, didn't have a gun on him that day. I said, man, there is a God. That's when I knew who Charles McKenzie really was, when I saw that same little boy that wanted to set that thing off at that school, walking down the street with Charles picking up paper. I said, man, is that the same dude? Mike said, yeah. He said, man, Charles did it. He said, I don't know how he did it, brother, but he did it. I say, man, that man's the real business. Because that little boy was shook. That little boy was hurt. That boy was full of trauma. And I'm talking about 3 days later, he didn't transform this little boy and got him out with him now cleaning up the same community he was just terrorizing 3 days ago. That's the stuff we got to recognize. That's when you know you got real leaders in your midst, and those are the people that you got to get behind. The rest of these people, we got to do like Martin did. Martin tried his best to help Jamal.
I tried my best.
And he did help Jamal, because a lot of people that want to peel his head wouldn't peel his head because he was with you, Martin.
Yeah,
and
I know it.
Because we look for people in the community, we got to say, who sent you? Who you come from? What stock and creed you come from? And so you landed him a lot of credibility, being a part of it. And we said, okay, well, Martin, if he was Martin got him. Yeah. Martin ain't gonna let him go too far. Martin ain't gonna let him do this. Martin ain't gonna let him do that. He young. He got to learn like everybody else. And I'm not surprised by what he did. You know what I'm saying? Everybody picks sides, and they unapologetically pick sides based strictly on money. And they told us that. They said, man, this ain't about nothing else but the money. Everybody that went with Valor said the exact same thing. This ain't about nothing but the money. And they were not ashamed to say that. So we just got to remember that when the money run out and they come running back to the community trying to get our support. No, brother, that was about the money. Remember, it wasn't about us. Because ain't neither one of them signed a contract with Black America. All the sisters, Sister Gail, Sister Cecile Johnson, Reeves Fellows, everybody put the contract together for the Black America. Ain't no mayoral candidate signed it but Ron Sawyer. And he got the least votes out of every Black candidate on the thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me just say that.
He didn't even get 2,000 votes.
Yeah, you're right. You're right on that, brother. Well,
but he was the one. He was the one that said, "I agree with reparations." Yeah, I signed a contract with Black America that we ought to have this, that, and the third. Nobody else did that, so I'm not surprised that none of these people want to come to politics. I just know we as a community got to stand strong, because it don't matter who get on that fifth floor. That handcuff Lori put on them police and our babies is off now.
Yeah.
So we gonna have to be 10 toes down, on deck, hands on deck, making sure that don't nothing happen between these kids and these police that got put in timeout.
Yeah. And let me just say,
who feel like they can come, who feel like
hold
they
on,
can come
Erica.
out and do what they want to.
Hold on, let me say something. Hold on, Marcus, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna let Erica then Marcus go. Listen, let me just say something, people. Loyalty is number one, people. I'm telling you. When you have people loyal to you, man, that goes a long way. I mean, they long suffering with you and all that, And listen, all this self-righteous stuff, man, me, myself, and I, that don't represent the people, man. That don't represent the people.
Right.
We here, if we're servants, If we servants, we supposed to serve, not be served. Charles is a servant. Reb is a servant. They not looking to be served. They trying to serve. That's what we got to be, people. We got to be servant. The scripture said the greatest one among you, let him be the servant of all. You have to serve. Folks, all they want to do is point fingers, point fingers, point fingers. And you got some people out here, they will use you like a doorman until they can't use you no more. Then you're no good. They won't even answer your phone call. I'm telling you, people will use you up. They will do anything. They'll bend over, do anything to get to the top for some fame and fortune. I'm telling you, this is real, people. Fame and fortune. I need.
You know.
Go ahead, Rev.
I'm sorry,
but I needed Erica. I told Erica she can go. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go, let Erica go because I told her.
Go ahead, Erica.
Go ahead,
Let
Erica.
go. Yeah, let Erica go.
Go ahead, Erica.
So no, I just need to put a stamp of approval on Brother Charles McKenzie. He's doing great work in Inglewood. I've been over there to the center. The children, they're so disciplined. You know, they sit there. I'm just saying. You know, it is not easy trying to get our children to do what we want them to do today. And he brings the right heart. See, it's all about your approach and you know, your spirit. You know, if they don't feel that connection, you ain't gonna reach them. So for him to have 40 children over there, he told me he has 40 children over there. And I seen them with my own eyes. I didn't count them, but he told me, I got 40. We doing this every day. So yeah, and he's doing it out his pocket. And see, I understand that because my program, everything I did over there on 79th Street and my youth program and all that, I'm funding it out of my own pocket. I'm still doing things out my own pocket today. So it's not easy doing things like that, and you have to give credit where credit is due. Where else do you see a group of young people that's walking the street, you know, being first responders? You know how long it takes for the police for the firemen and the paramedics come to the Black community. If you could get someone there on the scene first to get them CPR, why wouldn't you appreciate that? That's life-saving technique. So it's needed. I mean, I applaud him, you know, but I just wanted to get back to what the brother was saying about the contract, because Martin is not going to go away. Martin don't like for me to talk about the contract, y'all. But anyway,
I mean, you said, Erica, you done said it 100 times. Listen.
And I'm gonna say it 100 more times, Martin. I'm gonna say it 100 more times. What you talking about?
Go to where he at.
Martin,
Yeah.
So anyways,
Go ahead.
Martin, I already did go to where he is.
Okay.
I did that already, Martin, and I'm gonna do it again. But what I'm saying is, I'm glad that someone did come in on the call and reinforce that. Like the brother said, you know, Roderick Sawyer was the only one to sign the contract. And you know, for some reason, he went to Paul Vallis, you know, whatever his reasons are. But the contract is still valid. And we do want Brandon
he didn't
to
get
sign.
enough votes.
We want Brandon, Rev, can you stop doing that? Rev, yeah. Oh, well, whoever that is, yeah, please.
I'm sorry, Erica, that was Joshua. I'm sorry.
Basically, yeah. So, you know what I mean? The contract is still the deciding factor. We should never vote for anyone without getting something in return. That's the whole point behind the contract. We knew Rod Sawyer wasn't going to win. That wasn't the point behind it. The point was to get Lori Lightfoot out of there. I'm not going to lie to you. Now, I can't agree with y'all on everything. Lori was not good for Chicago. We're not going to agree on everything, and I'm not arguing about it. But that was our first main point. And then the second one is to let Black people know to stop voting just to vote. All other communities get agreements, and they make them promises, and they fulfill those promises. But when it comes to the Black community, they come in our community and say they're going to do this, that, and the other, and you don't see them no more. You don't hear from them no more, until it's time for you to vote for them again. So that is the mindset that we're trying to change with the contract. And as the sister said, good people go in the office with good intentions, but when they get in there, they get corrupted. And that is why the contract is so important. We're going to hold you accountable. You understand? And we're not waiting for another 4 years to hold you accountable. We're going to hold you accountable immediately. So, yeah. But Martin, I'm going to keep talking about that contract. So you
okay. It's Marcus' turn now, y'all. I'm sorry. It's Marcus' turn because he's been waiting. Marcus, go ahead, Marcus. Go ahead, Marcus.
Well, I want to say this, and I'm gonna be clear with it. I think the worst thing we could have did up here as a black community. I know this woman wasn't perfect. I know Lori had her issues, but Daley wasn't perfect. And white people, a lot of white people didn't like Mayor Daley, but they kept him in their seat until they got another white person that was strong enough to take that place, which they brought in Rahm Emanuel. We should have supported Lori Lightfoot. There were a lot of things that went on. I voted for it too. I voted for it in this election. There were a lot of things that went on in this city that was already going to go on. And black people should have been raising hell when Daley was in office. Daley did a lot of this stuff that we're dealing with right now. Mayor Daley orchestrated it. But black people kept endorsing them, putting them back in office.
Thank you.
And I couldn't stand them. Even Pastor Demetrius Christ.
The same thing.
They liked it Daley. You couldn't say nothing bad about Daley in original Philadelphia. And none of these black churches. They will put you out of their pulpit. They liked it Daley. One of the stupidest things he told me one day, and I love Pastor Demetrius Christ, don't get me wrong, of original Philadelphia. He said that, well, the police should have the right to make you move out of a public walkway. I said, well, when they make your son do that and talk to your son like he ain't nobody, give me a phone call. When you put a white mayor in City Hall, these police officers are going to unleash their bull. That's what they want. That's why they hated Lori. You got to look at why the Fraternal Order of Police hates Lori and Kim Foxx. They hate taking orders from black people. They're a racist organization, and anybody that's going with Paul Vallis, I'm sorry, the FOP endorsed him. I'm not voting for him. I am not voting for him.
Can I give you a quick rebuttal on that?
Come on now.
I don't want to argue about Lori.
I'm not going to argue with nobody, but
I'm not. I'm just letting you know.
Erica, let him talk. Erica, let him talk. Let him talk.
I think the worst thing we did was that we didn't keep Lori in that seat. And some of these black people, I'm going to tell the truth, they didn't vote for her because she was gay. They didn't vote for her because she was gay.
Right.
And that's the stupidest way to go.
Now, can I get my brother?
Go ahead, sister.
So bad.
Okay. The issue with Lori, it ain't got nothing to do with her for me. This is what I'm saying. It don't have anything with her to do with her being gay. None of that, right? The issue with Lori is you allowed a black woman to be violated. Those white men raided her house. She was in her front room for 40 minutes naked. And Lori thought that she should not have, received nothing in, no type of attention. She wanted to sweep it under the rug. She lied about knowing about it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, I'm talking about stuff that really affect us. I'm a black woman, okay? And if it wasn't for Jeanette Taylor confronting Lori Lightfoot down there in the city council, she would have threw out the lawsuit. She didn't even think the woman deserved the lawsuit. And none of them men down there in city council stood up for her. None of those aldermen and none of those black women down there. So thank God for Jeanette Taylor. And then on top of that, I have to say this because we get amnesia and negronesia. She tried to close down Trinity Hospital in the middle of COVID when black people were dying in mass. Okay? That's showing you how she feels about black people. people.
But hold on.
No,
Look, but hold on.
just hear
No,
me
you-
out though. But no, just hear me
Go ahead,
out.
go ahead.
And then on top of that, here you want to move 1,500 migrants in Wadsworth. You want to get, and I'm gonna tell y'all the real price tag. It's $900 million. Okay, they just taking it out in increments, but that's the real price tag. $900 million are being given to these people that's breaking into the country illegally. Now, and let me tell you what Lori was planning to do. If she had stayed in office, she was going to give all of those people work permits. You understand? And so that means that they're thirsty. So they'll come in here and work for a little bit of nothing. So all these people that's trying to get minimum wage to go up and go up and go, they gonna keep it at a standstill because now you got another slave class here. Now it's a governor in I think it's in Virginia, if I'm not mistaken. That governor told all the businesses in her state, if they hire any of these people that's in the country illegally, she is closing them down. Okay? And see, that needs to be the attitude everywhere because all they're doing is messing up the economy for people that's been here. People striking everywhere because they want more money. But here they bring them in here, they'll work for $8. They'll work for $6 because they're not used to getting no money. So they are undermining. They are undermining everything. They're undermining everything.
Hold on, one mic. One mic, Tiffany. That sound like you. Tiffany, don't do that. Don't do that, Tiffany. Let her talk. Erica, sum it up. Erica, sum it up. Go ahead. Give you another minute. Go ahead.
They are undermining everything that we've been fighting for years. When they bringing them in, they're settling for anything. Okay, so therefore they don't feel like they need to respect us anymore. They don't want to hear no fight for 15 or fight for 20 or 25 when they can pay them $8. So y'all got to think about all this. This is going to, our children are going to be affected by this. The rent is steady going up. 1 bedroom is $1,200. You can't even pay for that, getting $15 an hour. You have to at least make $25 an hour to be able to live in the city of Chicago.
Okay.
So y'all got to think about all that.
Okay, Erica.
You know what I mean? Think about the bigger picture.
Okay, Erica. Go ahead, Pooh. Go ahead, Pooh. Did you want to say something? Go ahead, Pooh. Pooh, go ahead.
Only thing I gotta say is, we need to stop beating up on our people, really. Because let me tell you something. We had whites in there. We didn't beat up on them. You know, I wasn't a fan of Lori, but guess what? I voted for her the second time because I said, you know what? A lot of times it takes 2 terms to get it right. We get a white, a second and third and fourth term. Look how long Daley was in there. Look what Ron. You know, so we have to remember that. And you know what? And guess what? They're gonna get Kim Fox out of there if we don't be careful. They're gonna get her out of there, people, because the whites are not happy with her. They're not. So we need to pay attention on what we do. And really, you know, I haven't decided who I'm gonna vote for. I haven't made that decision. Most likely it's gonna be for Brandon, but I have not made that decision yet. But we need to start standing with each other. And blacks, we need to start voting. If you're getting any type of government assistance, you should be voting. Parkway Gardens on King Drive. You get 2% to 3% of the people in there that vote. That is unacceptable. We need to vote. Because if we don't vote, we might not have Brandon in office. And I hope everyone that's out there listening, if you're not voting, get out there and vote, please. Thank you. That's all I got to say.
Thank you, Pooh. Thank you, too. Thank you. Thank you, Pooh. All right, y'all. Let's everybody, you know, I've been on here like 2 hours and 39 minutes. I appreciate everybody. And let me just let y'all know. Me and Jamal, we have parted ways. I'm not with him. I'm not standing with him on nothing. This ain't got nothing to do with the Paul Vallis thing. This is what he snaked me on. Now, he got the right to endorse whoever he want to endorse. That's something I don't like it, but he got the right to choose whoever he want to do. He don't owe me no explanation. He owed it to his followers,
I don't like
his
the way
people.
he did it.
Right. I don't like the way he did it. I don't like the way he did it either, you know. And he came on here and made me look bad, you know. I mean, you really got me twice. You came on here and said you're going to stay out of it. Then you went around, you know, then you snake me on the video. Then you come back in the door, you know, man, you know, people like, I told you, Martin, I told you. Jamal is his own man. He know what he's doing. I hope that this didn't destroy his political career, because this is a bad mark in history. And I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't want to be on the other side of history. I want to be able to tell my grandchildren that I voted for another black man that we ain't had in 30 to 40 years for mayor of the city of Chicago.
36 to be exact.
Yeah.
36 to be
36.
exact.
So, yeah, I'm just saying I want to, you know, because we know, those of us as black men, we know the struggle that we go through. We know it. We got to cross all our T's and dot our I's, and we looked at it through a magnifying glass. And we know that. And we know that the white man is at war with us. He'll tell us what we want, and we know that. But people, we live here on earth. We got to try to get along, but we got to stand our ground. We have to do that. The brother Pooh said it. We have to get out and vote. If our vote didn't mean nothing, Paul Vallis wouldn't have came to the center over that other day. If it didn't mean nothing. Trust me. He wouldn't have to come. He wouldn't even come in the black community if he think that our vote wasn't nothing. So he is showing you that, hey, these politicians, they have to come in our community, get our vote. And let me say this too. Let me help y'all out a little bit. I never hear about white people that they show up to polls. I don't believe every registered white voter came to the poll and voted on the 20th of February, but they always singling out black people. Black people, listen, let's quit being the butt of all these jokes. Please do. Quit allowing people to tell us don't vote on race. Don't tell us what to do. They vote on race. They've been doing it for years and years and years. How you think Paul Vallis got in the front runner? It's because of white people. They voted for him. And they know his failing policies. They fail. Then, you know, I got to tell the truth, people. You know, you vote your choice, but I'm voting for Brandon Johnson. That's me. Now, I can see flaws in both of them, be honest with you. But I can see Brandon, I can see, and I'm going to be honest with you. But what I do know, one got a track record of failure in different states. I know that much. And I'm telling all my brothers and sisters, if you're on the Paul Vallis side, get your money up front. Get something in writing. Because he ain't going to get in there. He's not getting in there. Trust me. He's not getting in there. He's not getting in there. He already trying to divide the black vote. It ain't going to happen. Ain't number one black candidate in the race. And most of us, we vote based on race. I'm telling you. So he can't split the vote this way. Now, he can send dissension in the House. He can do that. But it's the older people that go and vote, the older ones. Not saying the young ones don't vote. I'm not saying that. I'm not discouraging no young person. And let me say this. I'm going to be public with this. I got to say that. I got to get off here. When Jamal Green ran for mayor, I didn't believe, I don't know who they called. Okay, I don't know what that is. Who called him? Somebody called. Listen, I didn't believe that he can win, but I wasn't going to tell him run for alderman first. I felt like he's a young man, let him go on and, reach for the stars and, reach for the moon. If he don't hit the moon, he hit the stars. That was my mentality of that. And same way with this, I didn't really believe that he could win, but I did tell him this. I said, if you was able to motivate at least 40% of the young people to come out vote, you might would have pulled this thing off. but he didn't connect with the young people. He didn't connect with them. They didn't go to the polls. Didn't go to the polls, people. So that's probably why he wound up with 2% of the vote. So I just want to throw that out there. I never discouraged him not to tell him don't run. Never told him you can't win. Never did that. It's not a hater bone in my body against no young man. I'm past 59. My time is almost up. It's almost up, people. And you got to think about it.
Stop saying that.
No, but seriously.
It's only half. You halfway to heaven.
No, but what I'm just saying, what I'm just saying is, hey, listen, Tiffany, you can't do that. Tiffany, don't do that, please. You just come on, please.
I just want to hear you.
No, it ain't all about me, Tiffany. It's about us. That's what it's about. It ain't just about Martin Johnson. It's about I'm feeding off you guys, and you guys feeding off me. That's how the scripture said, iron sharpens iron. That's what we want to do. Listen, regardless, people be rude, they rude, hey, I'm rude sometimes. But my point is, people,
I pray for backsliders,
listen,
just so you know, I pray for
Tiffany,
backsliders.
I think you're trying to be funny, and that's not cool at all. That's not cool. I know where you're going, Tiffany. Don't do that. Don't you? It's like every time you come on this live, you cause a dissension. You cannot do that. This is not the place for that. Do that on your page. Don't do that on my page. Please don't. I mean, I got so many bad reports about you. People want me to block you. They think you got some special privilege. They think, man, you got something going on. Man, you don't have anything going on. You got a whole husband. Trust me. So I just had to put that out there.
You though, Martin.
Well, regardless of not, Tiffany.
Jealous of you, Martin.
Well, it don't make no difference. It don't make no difference.
Jealous.
It don't make no difference. We just trying to live, though.
Jealous, though,
right.
Martin.
But I'm done.
Baby, just to see what you let somebody else do. Who does that? Jealous, hateful-hearted people. They don't like themselves. Me and you, we love ourselves independently.
Right.
We love ourselves.
I Tiffany. All right, I'm done. Okay, Tiffany.
Oh my God!
Please.
With Mark Johnson. Be quiet.
She's one of them. She's one of them. Who don't know themselves.
All right.
You don't even know nothing about politics, lady.
Yeah.
So shut your face, Erica.
Listen, Tiffany. That's disruptive. Hey, y'all, I'm gone. I can't take this no more. I took enough. Listen. Mass and send enough attention among us, people. Y'all love on each other, people. At the end of the day, we got to love on each other. We got to support one another, people. None of us perfect. We try to strive for perfection and be perfect in love. I know I'm imperfect. I love my brothers and sisters. And when they're wrong, I got to tell them the truth.
Oh, I know it's Miss Tiffany.
Right. I got to tell them the truth. So thank you. I want to thank Charles and the rest of you guys that came on here for your opinion. And hey, again, I don't hate Jamal, but he going his way and I'm going my way. I'm on this side and he on that side. Let him do his thing. I got some people that's voting for Paul Vallis, but we still talk. Ain't no love lost. But I know who I'm saying. I'm not straddling the fence. I told y'all up front who I'm with. That's what I'm doing. That's how it is. It is. That don't mean I got to hate somebody because they voting for him. But I tell you one thing, I bet not find out nobody to call themselves Black Power, and I love being Black conscious voting for Paul Vallis. Now, that's a problem. Nah, because everybody ain't Black Power or conscious. I understand that. But I got to go, people. I appreciate you guys. We'll resume tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. This is live, uncut. Y'all know what it is.
You already know what it is.
What is
live, uncut, unedited.
This is where we
tell the truth
and what?
And shame the devil.
I made this twice, y'all.
I love being black.
Yes, I do.
I love being black.
I'm not ashamed of being called black or being black at all, melanated or Africans or whatever you want to call it. Hey, one thing, they stereotype us as doing so many things, but listen, we all don't drink, we all don't smoke, we ain't out here stealing time of nothing. Trust me, we are some civilized people, and we are productive in this society. Thank y'all so much. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Good night, people. Good night.